Halftime, 1 minute flat. And over the 5 and Suma L with the lead. RL Super Maroon looking at the top there. Saratoga has not seen a pylon yet, but he's still game on the outside. Second over, Mo's the hump. They're on the field now, Rising Ember got shuffled back. They put down the backside into the three-quarter pole. Suma L trying to put away. Saratoga, Maroon, RL Super Maroon. He's going to get here soon. They reach the three-quarters. 131, 4/5, 31-4 backside. Suma L and Hangman over the off stride and RL Super Maroon. Get through the final turn here. Suma L opens up by 6. And it's going to be Saratoga. Here comes the wire. It's Suma L. Hangman down to the first of the second Rising Ember. Third, Mo's the hump. Time out, 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
All right, race 1 in the books. Betting public had this one picked from the get-go. Suma L and Hank Levan. He starts off just like he did yesterday with the first win of the day. So that gives Hank 5 driving wins for the 2 days and 5 training wins for the 2 days so far. I did miss the opening quarter, so I'll have to get that from Jeremy when he gives us the official results. Halftime 1 minute, 3 quarters 1:31-4. Time of the mile 2 minutes 3/5. Again, that makes Suma L breaks his maiden and puts a lifetime mark on him. So, from the start of the race, you had the 2, 3, and 5 left up out of there, and then they were still 3 wide going out of the first turn. Finally, 2 was hanging the 3 going to the quarter pole, and then Hank finally cleared just past the quarter. And 5 never seen the pylon the whole race because he got left hanging out. Derek tried to come out and follow the 5. Let's take it up to Jeremy. All right, as we wait for the official word. All right, you're back recapping the first. The 4-5 favorite, Suma L, was your winner. The 1, Rising Ember, was 2. And the 4, Moza Hunk, got the show ticket. So, again, we're waiting on the results to be official. Going around the last turn, we did see the 2-horse RL Tux Suma Maru make a break halfway through the turn. So we're wondering if that was cause for the delay here. So, again, all these colts in this race did not have a win, so Suma L got his maiden today. Mark 2 minutes 3/5. Unofficially, here is what this Moore twin got. 1, Rising Ember 2. 2, RL Tux Suma Maru 5. 3, Suma L, your race winner. 4, Moza Hunk. 3rd. And 5, Sir Tomo was 4. So 2, 5, 1, 3, 4, unofficial. Again, we're still waiting on the final word on the results. Once that's posted, I'll give you the payout for the 3. Actually, 3-1 exacta. No trifecta on this one. First half of the daily double. Should have been a pretty easy pick looking at everything on here. Next race got 5 in it, so trophy presented in memory of Carl and Paquita Irvine. Yesterday they had the fair attendants down there doing it, and what they're doing here on the fly sheets is they're holding it out in front and the horse is going behind it instead of trying to get someone inexperienced throwing a blanket up over, because and here's the results.
Time of the mile, 2 minutes, 3/5. Second race coming up, first division of the 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trot. Alex Hawk on the 2, Beautiful Lies. We need 5 of you.
All right, before we take a look at the second race, let's get a word from our sponsors.
They're often racing in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. Catch the excitement of Ohio harness racing at one of the county fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. For over 150 years, people have gathered at county fairs to cheer on their favorite racehorses. Keep the tradition alive. Visit one of the 10 fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit this summer. Horses, racing, and winning. It's the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. 10 great fairs in southeastern Ohio.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today.
All right, we are back. Second race. First division, 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trots. Purse, $5,067. Trophy in memory of Lonnie Green. Number 1, Pleasing Jack. Jimmy Smith drives and trains this 2-year-old gelding for D. Texiera out of Ohio. This is an in-range gelding out of a Plesac mare of pleasing form. 3 starts for the year. Got a second. 1,700 on the card. Last start was the second place up at Bucyrus a few days ago. Only beaten by a neck in 2, 5, and 1. Did have 1 start in the Buckeye Stallion Series up at Scioto on the 14th. Had a miscue just past the half and before the 3/4 pole. Then before that, looked like he had a pretty good qualifier, 2-4 up at Northfield. The 2, Beautiful Lies. Driver change to Alex Hawk. He gets the call for trainer Brian Haynes. Kerry Hess, the owner, out of Johnstown. This is Marcel Colt out of Cash Hall mare Dazzling Dollars. 1 start and 1 second place finish this year. Only start was at Wellston. Got beat by about 3 lengths. Trotted the whole mile. 3, Ranger Lonnie L. This is another Hank Levan colt for Levan Stables. Perry, Levan, and Freese. 2-year-old gelding out of In Range, out of Crazed. mare, Culinary Delight. 5 starts for the year. Hasn't hit the board yet, but has been getting checks here at the fairs. 1,700 on his card. Last start, Bucyrus, 4th. Trotted the mile 2:07 and 3. Does have a qualifying effort. Middle of June up at Scioto. Trotted that mile in 2:07. Long Gone Attaboy, number 4. Carson Conrad, Charlie Conrad train. Carson Conrad and Terry Hensley, the owners. 2-year-old gelding out of Quattro de Julio of SJ's Caviar Mare, Attagirl, Hanover. Got 2 starts, 1/3, 1,500 on the card. Last start was at Wellston, did get to 3rd. Trotted the mile in 2:15. Does have 1 qualifying race up at Scioto back on early June. Looked like cut the mile till the 3/4 pole, ended up 4th with a mile of 2:02. Rounding out this field of 5 is Be a Buckeye. Christian Myers gets the call for trainer Ed Ryder and Ed Teefee, the owner. A 2-year-old gelding out of Long Tom. And a photo collar mare, Beatrice. 1 start, 1/3. Does have a qualifying mark of 2:01 and 2 up at Scioto. That was done on July 6th. Last race was over at Wellston. Made a few breaks, was 2nd place 3rd. And that time of that race, 2:10 and 2/5. So, got a field of 5 2-year-old trotters. Of course, you know, with 2-year-old trotters, you never know what you're going to get when you get them out here on the track till they get some experience. And, you know, trying to get trotters, you know, shoed properly, rigged up right, it takes a special knack. And there's some trainers that primarily just do trotters. I know Jeremy, he up there on the mic, you know, he definitely prefers trotters over pacers, because I keep trying to get him to buy let me buy him a 2-year-old filly pacer and tinker with, and he said, nope, they've got hobbles, don't want them. So, but looking at the betting public, they like the 1 Pleasing Jack, 1-9 favorite. So all 5 are out. Jeremy's calling them to start the post parade, and he starts that. We'll take it up to him. Until then, I say they got the 1-9 favorite on the 1, and then they're showing a little love on the 4 for Long Gone Attaboy and Carson Conrad at 5-1. Everyone else on the tote board, 99-1. So you can go put a $2 bet on 2, 3, and 5 and hope you get lucky on this one. But now looking at the 1, like I say, had a race up at Soda in the Buckeye Stallion Series on the 14th. Had the 4-hole. Got away 8th and had the miscue past the half. So let's take it to Jeremy for the post parade.
Horses are on the track, parading the post for the 2nd race, 1st division 2-year-old Colton Gelding trot for a purse of $5,067. The 1's going to be Pleasing Jack with Jimmy Smith aboard. Number 2, Beautiful Lies. Driver's change to Alex Hawk. The 3 is going to be Ranger Lonnie L. with Hank Levan. The 4, Long Gone Attaboy, Carson Conrad. And rounding out the field, the 5, Be a Buckeye, Christian Myers in the sulky. Win Play Show Perfecto wagering on the 2nd race. Wager now, don't be shut out.
All right, Jeremy finally got the post parade done. We're still looking at this field of 2-year-old colt trotters, first division, purse $5,067. We did have one driver change in here. Christian Myers chose off of the 2, and he decided to stay on the 5. So that put Alex Hawk up for Brian Haynes. And was talking to Mackenzie Wednesday and said her brother's horse, which is, I believe this 2, is racing today. So she's definitely listening. Got back onto the tote board now. It's updated. They still like the 1. Pleasing Jack, 1-5. Giving Hank some love now, 3 at 5-2. Ranger Lonnie L. This was a $7,000 Buckeye Classic purchase for the Vans. And then looking at the 4 and the 5 now, they've got 8-1. 4 is Long Gone Attaboy. It's another Buckeye Classic sale for $10,000 for the Conrad Hensley. And then the 5, Be a Buckeye, 8-1. This is a homebred for Ed Teefy, trained by Ed Ryder. The 5, Be a Buckeye. Again, last race, made a couple breaks throughout the race. Still ended up 3rd. Before that, had a qualifier up at Scioto Downs. Went gate to wire on that one, out of the 6 hole. Time of the mile 2:01 and 2. And then another qualifier. That's pretty common here. They get a couple qualifiers into the 2-year-old, see if where they want to go, whether it's Sire Stakes, Buckeyes, or we bring them to the fairs. So we only had one here. Take that next level up, the 1 Pleasing Jack. So, again, he was in the Buckeye over at Scioto Downs. He did have a 2-year-old non-winners and 1 up at Northfield on July 1st. Trotted 5th, mile 2:03 and 2 for Jimmy Smith. They're hanging out on the backside right now, waiting for the call from the gate.
Don't forget, Horsemen, we do have Betty here on the backstretch.
Not sure if you can hear it, but when the speed office makes the announcements, it gets really loud here on on the air. So that's why I'll kind of cut out for a second. But right now, 1-2 on the 1, 10-1 on the 2, 7-2 on the 3, 10-1 on the 4, 9-2 on the 5. So 2-year-old colt trotters. All of them looking to break a maiden today. So someone's going to get that first win. Left wing is open. All 5 of them are on the gate. No trailers this race. We will send it up to Jeremy for the call of the second race.
Field of 5 2-year-old trotting colts and geldings are all on behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and trotting from the inside. Pleasing Jack goes for the lead from the outside. Be a Buckeye floating out there. Getting away 3rd is Ranger Lonnie L. 4th, Long Gone Attaboy. And Beautiful Lies trails. So head into the first turn there on straight alignment already with Pleasing Jack. He's grabbed the lead by 3 lengths. Be a Buckeye sitting second. Gap of 3 back to Ranger Lonnie L. Long Gone Attaboy and Beautiful Lies trails. Head on over to the quarter pole. Pleasing Jack calling the shots here with Jimmy Smith. They reach to the quarter mile station. 32 4/5. Head on to the 3/8. He's got the lead by 3 over Ranger, or Be a Buckeye. It's a gap of 6 back to Ranger Lonnie L. Come to the outside, Long Gone Attaboy and Carson Conrad. And off stride went Beautiful Lies. Head in front of the stands for the first time, your 1-2 favorite, Pleasing Jack with the lead. Buckeyes close the gap now. Third on the outside, Long Gone Attaboy. They're reeling in the leaders now. Fourth, Ranger Lonnie L. and still off stride. Beautiful Lies. They reach to the half, 104, 2/5. Head on over to the 5A station. Pleasing Jack's got the lead. Nose to helmet. Be a Buckeye waiting to move. Sitting third. Closed the gap. Long Gone Attaboy. Fourth, Ranger Lonnie L. Still hasn't made a move yet. And Beautiful Lies. He's going to have to wait for Athens. Head on over to the 3/4. Pleasing Jack's had to call every step of the way. Peeking to the outside is Be a Buckeye and Christian Myers. They reach 3/4, 136. 2/5, midway around the final turn. Pleasing Jack with the lead. Be a Buckeye's going to challenge in the final eighth now. Shooting up the rail. Long Gone Attaboy. Ranger Lonnie L's trying to get into it also. Top of the stretch. Pleasing Jack. He's made every call a winning one. Pleasing Jack takes the second. Up for second. Long Gone Attaboy third. Be a Buckeye. Time of the mile, 2:06. 2/5.
All right, second race in the books. Got the 2 just crossed the wire here. Betting public called it again. 1-2 on the 1. Pleasing Jack, your race winner. 104-2. All right, so Pleasing Jack, your winner. He gets his first lifetime win. Time of the mile, 2:06-2. So the 1 and the 5, Pleasing Jack and Be a Buckeye, they both left out of the gate going in the first turn. Christian decided he'd take the 2-hole trip. Got everybody around the first turn trotting. They all went straight alignment down to the quarter pole. Nobody really made a move. Coming down the stretch the first time, Carson pulls out, setting fourth. The 2, Beautiful Lies, made a break there in the second turn. So really no pressure to the 1 at all till about 3/4 pole when Christian pulls the pocket. It only gets probably about halfway up to him. Around the final turn, Carson decides to slide back up on the rail, and it was a foot race for Be a Buckeye and Long Gone Attaboy for the second place here, as Pleasing Jack went on cruise control down the stretch, put him away. So first quarter, 32-4. Halftime, 104-2. 136-2. Time of the mile, 2:06-2. 32nd, last quarter here at the Piketon County Fair for 2-year-old colt and gelding trotters. Exacta 1 all, $2.80. Daily double, 3-1, $3.60. 1 horse pays $3 and $3.20 to place. And the 4, $3.20 to place. No show wagering on this race. Notice they've been doing that on 5-horse races. So as we wait on the 1, get back to the winner's circle. Again, we got fair attendants out here holding up the fly sheets. This one was presented in memory of Lonnie Green. Again, the horses will pull up behind them. That way the girls don't have to try to throw the blankets up on the horse and all that. I know Courthouse, they were racing today. When we got started, they said
Coming
that
back
they
in
were
front of the
already on
stands,
the
winner
third
of the
race.
second race,
Let's
number
take it up to
1,
Jeremy.
Pleasing Jack. 2-year-old gelding by In Range out of the Pleasant mare Pleasing Form. Detox Era from Vincent, Ohio owns. Jimmy Smith trains and drives. First winning start of the season for Pleasing Jack. Trophy sponsored in memory of Lonnie Green. Second race is official. Number 1, Pleasing Jack, your winner. Number 2, Beautiful Lies, 5. Number 3, Ranger Lonnie L, 4. Number 4, Long Gone Attaboy, 2. And the 5, Be a Buckeye, 3. Recheck top down, 1-5. 4-2-3, 32 and 4 to the quarter, 104 and 2 to the half, 136 and 2 to the 3/4. Time of the mile, 206, 2/5. Looking at your third race coming up. First division of the 3-year-old filly pace. Change the driver on the 5, Hurricane Hadley, to Christian Myers. Driver on the 7 will be Carson Conrad. Win, place, show, exacta, trifecta wagering on the 3rd. Barn Air, let's start getting them out.
All right. Second race. 1-5-4-2-3 is your top down. Again, time of the mile, 206 and 2. We go, before we hit the third race, we'll take a word from our sponsors.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
All right, we are back here at Pike County Fair 2026, day 2. Last night's card, beautiful weather, nice, cool. Had a really good crowd here last night. There's probably about 100 people up here. The longer the races went, the more people that came. That was a good sign. Looking across right and left, we probably got about 50 here today. Looking at the third race, this is going to be the first division of the 3-year-old fillies. Purse $7,275. Trophy presented by Southbound Enterprises. Just pulled a guy here sitting beside me. He came up. He said, "Hey," he said, "I'm the owner of a horse." I'm like, "Okay, cool." He said, "Just wondering if you wanted to make a comment about that." I'm like, "All right, I can do that." Well, I'll tell you what, I just one-upped him. I just put him on the headphones. So I am talking to, do you go by William or Bill?
Bill is good.
Bill? So I got Bill Thomas here. He is the owner of VH Goldie's #1 horse. So what do you think about your chances today?
Like our chances, like the gate post. We're kind of very fortunate last few races getting that one hole. It's kind of where she belongs, and I think David's really doing a great job with her, and I think we should be in it on this one.
Okay. So you made mention, we're going for 3 for 3 right now, last 3 starts. Last 2 over at Carrollton, and then on the 21st and Wellston on the 18th. Again, you said you both had the rail, both them. You went gate to wire, 203, 203, and 2. She come out of both them races pretty good.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't think she's really been tested. I think this race is going to kind of see that. We got a couple of good ones in here. I'd like to kind of see her pushed because last 2 she wasn't. And we want to see what we got because next weekend is the Ohio State Fair, and we're really looking to get in there and make some noise.
Make a step up and see what she can do.
Yep.
Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here and and do my thing on these horses, and then we'll come right back to you when I'm done.
Okay, if I can give a shout out to Don Tiger, who helped me acquire this horse and has been instrumental in my horse ownership. Really good friend, really good guy, all around knowledgeable horseman.
Oh, yeah. And he had Charlie May, if I'm not mistaken.
He does, yeah.
All right, 1, VH Goldie, trained driven by David Young. Owner Bill Thomas sitting beside me here. 12 starts for the year, 4 wins, 1 second, 1 third. A little over 21,000 on the card. Has a lifetime mark, 153-4 at Scioto. This is a Dancing Yankee filly out of a rock and roll dance mare, Dancing Treasure. Last start, Carrollton went gate to wire from the rail, 2 minutes, 3 seconds. 2, Uptown Rose. Brady Clemens gets the call for Robert Roche. Holly Roche, the owner. 2 lifetime starts, 1 third, a little over 1,000 on the card. This 3-year-old filly is out of Yankee Cruiser, out of the Sunshine Beach mare, Paris Hill. Last race was her 3rd place finish over at Wellston. Get to the 3. She's as well. Clayton Pfeiffer for Dustin Pfeiffer. Paul Pfeiffer, the owner, over here in Waverly, Ohio. 11 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds. 18-5 on the card. This year's mark, 155-4 over at Miami Valley. And that's way earlier in the year. So last start over at Wellston. Had the second tier. Ended up second. 2 minutes, 3 seconds, 3 fifths for Clayton. 4, My Western Home, Derek Wadaker. Andre Nard, the trainer. Venetia Wadaker, the owner. 2 starts for the year, just a little over 300. Last start was Wellston. Ended up 5th. 2:10 was the mile. 5, Hurricane Hadley. Christian Myers will be on this one as a driver change for Steve Harris. Madison Hosteller, the owner. 3-year-old filly out of the Ponderosa. Feeling frisky mare, feeling like Doc. 1 start for the year, was 4th over at Wellston the last start. Has had a couple qualifiers open Northfield. The 6, No Tan Lines. Alex Hawk chooses this one. Travis Redden, the trainer. Tracy Bauer out of Frankfort, Ohio, the owner. 3-year-old filly Yankee Cruiser mare out of A Better's Delight. Amber Delight. 8 starts for the year, 2 wins. 4,400, 202 and 3 over at Ottawa.
Horses are on the track parading the post for the 3rd race. First division, 3-year-old filly pace for a purse of $7,275. The 1, VH Goldie with David Young II. The 2, Uptown Rose with Brady Clemens. The 3, She's as Well with Clayton Pfeiffer. The 4, My Western Home with Derek Wadaker. 5, parade last. The 6, No Tan Lines, Alex Hawk aboard. The 7, Camden, driver's change to Carson Conrad. And parading last of 5, Hurricane Hadley, Christian Myers in the sulky. Win, play, show, perfecta, trifecta wagering. On the 3rd, horses will be taking 1 score, going right to the gate.
All right, we left off with the 6, No Tan Lines, Alex Hawk for Travis Redden. Last raced over at Wellston on the 18th. Did make a little boo-boo out of the gate. Ended up 5th, 205-1. So try and get her back on track. And then the 7, Camden. Driver change on this one. Carson Conrad gets the call for the Hanners Racing. Alicia Hanners, the trainer. This 3-year-old filly down by the seaside out of a rock and roll Hanover mare, Holly Rocker. 9 starts, 2 wins, 1 third. 91-18 on the card. And lifetime mark this year, 154-4 over at Scioto. Last race, she was Wednesday over at Washington Courthouse. Had the 5-hole, cut the mile, and ended up making an uncharacteristic break. Now top of the stretch, ended up 6th. She raced in 2:05 and 2 on that one. This one has had a couple starts in the Buckeye claiming series. One in Northfield, did not get a check, and then one in Scioto on June 5th. Ended up 4th in that one, trotted the mile 153 flat. So we look up at the board, their little betting public likes the 3. She's as well, 1-9 favorite right now. And then they're looking at VH Goldie at 9-2. And then showing some love to the 6 and 7, No Tan Lines, and Camden. Again, we have 7 trotters or pacers in this field. 5 will go to the gate, 2 will trail. This is a one-place show perfecta trifecta wagering. Going back here, looking at this first division, like Bill had said, it is pretty good. Some pretty good fillies in here. VH Goldie, she was in the Buckeye claiming series. Did get claimed back from the McCowan Racing Stable back on June 21st there in Northfield. She did finish 2nd for the McCowan Stable and then come right back with a win and non-winners of 2 condition up at Northfield with Danny Noble driving. Paced that mile 154 and 3. And she was a Buckeye Classic purchase of $7,000. Then looking at the 3, she's as well out of Clayton Pfeiffer. Looks like she's been racing up at Scioto, non-winners of 4. Been pacing around 55, 56, and then gets to Wellston and just does get beat 203 and 3. And before that, just again got beat by a neck there at Wilmington and 157 and 2.
Full field of 7. 3-year-old pacing fillies are all in behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off in pace with a whole host of levers going out there. Uptown Rose going to get the first call from the inside. VH Goldie getting away 3rd is No Tan Lines. Rough Gate is She's as well. Getting away 4th, My Western Home. Off stride, She's as well. And Camden. Head on up to the quarter pole. VH Goldie, David Young. They're going to call the shots here. So he retakes the lead on the give and go. Uptown Rose now pockets up for Brady Clemens. Getting away 3rd, No Tan Lines from the 2nd tier. 4th, My Western Home, opening quarter, 28 and 3/5. They head around to the turn there. It's still VH Goldie. She's on a 2-race win streak, looking for 3 in a row. David Young has got her set, heading to the half now. Uptown Rose sitting 2nd. No Tan Lines. She's 3rd for Alex Hawk. Close up the gap. 4th is My Western Home. 5th, She's as well. Hurricane Hadley and Camden's far back. They reach a half-mile station. 58, 4/5, 30 in a piece. 2nd panel. Head on over to the 5/8. VH Goldie got the lead. She starts to open up for David Young. Uptown Rose 2nd. Here comes No Tan Lines and Alex Hawk. She's the first to move, heading to the outside. 4th, My Western Home catching the field 5th. She's as well. Hurricane Hadley and Camden's going to have to wait for Athens as they head on to the 3/4. It's still VH Goldie, 3/4 and 1, 28 and 4. VH Goldie opens up by 5 now over Uptown Rose. 3rd on the inside is My Western Home and No Tan Lines. Top of the stretch, it's VH Goldie. She took the lead at the quarter and didn't look back. It's going to be VH Goldie by open lengths over Uptown Girl. Races for 3rd. On the inside is going to be My Western Home. VH Goldie takes the 3rd. Time of the mile, 157, 2/5.
All right, 3rd race in the books. And, a little bit of action in the first turn. You had the 1, 2, and 3 all leave. And then looked like the 3 went off stride in that first turn. Not sure what went on there. Got into the 7 and hadn't made her break. Going down the backside first time, 1 VH Goldie come out of the pocket because 2 cleared and got the lead about the quarter pole. And then from there, just never had any challengers. Alex did try to come here past the half with no tan lines. Didn't go very far. She kind of went backwards. Ended up 4th. Betting public liked the 3, 1-2, but it was VH Goldie at 9-5 that gets the win. Again, 3-year-old filly Pacers, First Division, Southbound Enterprises is the trophy. Sponsored the trophy for him. Waiting on the 1, come back to the winner circle. So that does make her 3 out of 3 in her last 3 starts. So I think they kind of favor that 1 hole because that's where she's had the past 3 starts and has won all 3 then. Did catch the time of the mile, 1:57.2. VH Goldie's lifetime mark is 1:53.4, so she's a little off of that, but that was set at Miami Valley, the 5/8 mile track, and they run January to first part of May. Then once that hits, they go to Scioto, May to September. And during that time, we get all the fairs in between. So we got the 1 back here in front of the stand. We'll take it up to Jeremy. Let him finish the call here.
Coming back in front of the stands, winner of your first race, the 1, VH Goldie. 3-year-old filly by Dancing Yankee out of the rock and roll dance mare, Dancing Treasure. William Thomas owns David Young II, trains and drives. VH Goldie, that's 3 in a row in Ohio. Trophy sponsored by Southbound Enterprises. Please hold all tickets. We got a judge's inquiry here. We're going to hold all tickets until the race is official.
All right, so as Jeremy said, results are not official. We do have a inquiry that the judges are looking to. More than likely, you're looking at the 3 getting into the 7 in that first turn. 3 made a break. Don't know if that was self-started or he had some help and then got up into the 7. So we're going to wait and see what the call on that one is. Unofficially, I've got 1 VH Goldie the winner, 2 Uptown Rose 2, 3 She's As Well 5, 4 My Western Home 3, 5 Hurricane Hadley 6, No Tan Lines 4, 7 Camden 7. Again, that is unofficial. I guess there is a judge's inquiry that they are looking into to determine the official placement. Right now it's showing trifecta 1-2 all $24.80. Winner pays $5.60, $4.20, $3.60. Exacta 1-2 $20.80. I did not get the halftime. I did get everything else. Quarter and 28-3. 3 quarters 128-4. Time of the mile 1:57.2. Yeah, once VH Goldie got to the top, past the quarter, didn't really have any pressure, and that makes 3 for 3 for her. And like Bill was saying before, when I got him on the mic, I bet they are really looking at the Ohio State Fair that's coming up in another week or so, and see how she performs up there at Scioto. That's always some of the fair horses that have been doing good up there. They'll take that next step, see they can't get a piece of it, if not all of it. As we're still waiting on the official word. Judge's inquiry on race number 3, particularly first turn. From what I seen, 3 made a break, got up into the 7, so waiting to see if they take anybody down or if they just leave it alone. But the 2, Uptown Rose, one better than her previous start. She was 3rd over at Wellston, ends up 2nd here, so one more start could hit that winner circle for trainer Robert Roche. Kind of peeking ahead. The 4th race will be First Division 3-year-old filly trot. We got 6 of them in that one. So, again, we are waiting on the official results for race 3, which will kind of help everybody on the backside get warmed up here. That way we get later in the day, Jeremy can get them called out, get them moving a little bit quicker. Growing up, Dad always staked here at Piketon, so he always had 2- and 3-year-olds. Remember coming here quite often. Back then we had, Donnie Spencer, Terry Van Roden driving, Earl Owings, Carl Harness here at Piketon. Dad, Rod Newhart. Those are some familiar names that I can remember off the top of my head. We always hung out with all the kids. Ty Van Roden, he's about our age, so we always got to hang out with him while he was here. Then this used to be part of the
Results are official for the 3rd race.
Here's the results.
Number 1, VH Goldie was your winner. Number 2, Uptown Rose, 2nd. Number 3, She's As Well, 5th place, 7th for interference in the first turn. 4, My Western Home, 3. 5, Hurricane Hadley, finished 6th place, 5th. 4, No Tan Lines, or the 6, No Tan Lines was 4th. And the 7, Camden, 7th place, 6th. Recheck top down after the placings. 1, 2, 7, 3, 5, 4, 6 on the bottom. 28.3 to the quarter, 58.4 to the half, 128 and 1 3/4. Time of the mile, 1:57 2/5. 4th race coming up. 6 3-year-old trotting fillies. Let's go ahead and bring them out.
All right, real quick. Official 1, VH Goldie 1, 2, Uptown Rose 2, 3, She's As Well, 5th place 7th. 4, My Western Home 3rd. 5, Hurricane Hadley 6th place 5th. 6, No Tan Lines 4. And 7, Camden 7th place 6th. So those are the official results. What we'll do now is before we look at the 4th, we will take a quick word from our sponsors.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Hickory Lane Farm is proud to have bred or produced 3 Dan Patch champions over the last 3 years. Located in Findlay, Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm bred and sold world champion It's Academic. We also co-bred and sold sophomore Breeders' Crown winner Yo Tilly. Our stallion In Range set new sales records at the 2025 Jug Sale and is the sire of Set Your Sights High, who was last season's Dan Patch 2-year-old trotting filly. Find your next champion at the Hickory Lane Farm. Consignment.
All right, we are back for the 4th race. First division, 3-year-old filly trotters. Purse $5,050. Trophy by KFW Quarter Horses. The 1, MJ's Bunny Money. Clayton Pfeiffer for Doyle Bross. Doyle Bross owns this 3-year-old filly out of Ready for Money. Out of a Victory Sam mare, MJ's Victory Wish. This is a homebred filly. One start this year. Was the 6th back at Wellston. Made a break before the gate left. 2, Broomsticks. David Young drives, Philip Swatzel trains, and owns this 3-year-old filly out of Enterprise, out of a Triumphant Caviar mare, Witchy. One start for the year, $361, and that was a 5th place finish over at Wellston on the 18th. Does have one qualifier, back at Scioto on the 6th. Trotted that mile in 2:01 and 2. 3, Lady Missile. Alex Hawk for Charles Vigneron. Owns and trains this filly. In Range, SJ's Photo Mare out of Lady SJ. 3 starts for the year. 1 second. 21.79 on the card. Last start was over at Lebanon on the 20th. Was a 4th place finish and trotted that mile 2:10 and 2. The 4, Just the Money Honey. Parker Smith for owner trainer Tammy Hartman. This 3-year-old filly's out of Ready for Money. Explosive Matter mare, just the way you are as. 3 starts for the year, 1 second. Tick over 2,000 on the card. Last start was Wednesday, Washington Courthouse. 5th place finish. Trotted the mile 2:04 and 1 for Parker. 5, Ruby's Cream Brulee. Driver change on this one. Christian Myers gets the call for owner-trainer John Hosteller. 3-year-old filly by Volstead out of a Lucky Chucky mare, Wendy's Girl. 11 starts for the year. 1 second place finish. A little over 5,700 for the year. Last race was over at Carrollton on the 21st. Finished 4th. Raced the mile in 2:08 and 3. Rounding out this field, 6 horse, Lost in Hollywood. Carson Conrad for Charlie Conrad trainer. Owners Mattingly, Lesson, Conrad. Filly is out of Enterprise, out of a Father Patrick mare, Whispering Oaks. 4 starts for the year, 1 second, 1 third, just a bit shy of 2,000 on the card. Last race over at Wellston, made a break coming out of the gate, ended up coming back getting a 3rd place check, trotting that mile in 2:10. So field of 6, 5 on the gate. We will have 1 trailer. So the betting public's kind of all over on this one. They are looking at the 3, 8-5. Lady Missile for Alex Hawk. Looking at this one, had a couple qualifiers over at the Meadows. Did race in non-winners of 1. Fillies and mares at the Meadows back on the 8th. Finished 4th. Trotted that mile 2:01 and 3 for Christian Myers. Then went to Wilmington, finished 2nd, and then Lebanon was her last start, finished 4th. And then at 2-1 is Broomsticks for David Young. He's looking for a back-to-back winning drives today. Does have 1 qualifier, 2:01 and 2. She trotted that mile. The only other start this year was the Wellston over on the 18th. Finished 5th. Prior to that, 6 starts, 1 second, 2 thirds last year. And here's the post parade.
Horses are on the track for the 4th race. First division of the 3-year-old filly trot for a purse of $5,050. Number 1, MJ's Bunny Money with Clayton Pfeiffer. The 2, Broomsticks, will be driven by David Young II. The 3, Lady Missile, Alex Hawk. The 4, Just the Money Honey with Parker Smith. The 5, Ruby's Creme de Brulee with Christian Myers. And starting from the second tier, the 6, Lost in Hollywood, Carson Conrad in the sulky. Win Play Show Perfecta wagering on the 4th. Again, Christian Myers on the 5. Horse will be taking 1 score, heading to the gate. Barn area, get the 5th race ready so we can keep going here.
All right, post parade done and over with. 1 score, then they'll go to the gate. 5 will be on the gate. 6 will be trailing. Win Play Show Perfecta on this race. Again, there's betting public still likes Lady Missile, 8-5. Then you got the 6, Lost in Hollywood. And here comes the first train of the day, so you're probably going to hear that. But the 6, they've got 2-1. Looking at her card here, last race was at Wellston. Was 3rd. It does have a qualifier up at Miami Valley back in April. Trotted that mile 2:02 and 4. Went to Miami Valley, non-winners and 1. Ended up making a break. 3 fairs this year: Circleville, Wilmington, Wellston. Circleville was second. Wilmington made a couple breaks. No check on that one. And then went to Wellston for a 3rd place check. And then the 4 and 5, the betting public's got them both at 5-1. So that's Ruby's Creme Brulee is the 5. And driver change for Christian Myers. Alex Hawk was on 3 and 5. He chose to stay on the 3. And that put Christian on the 5. So looking at her card, we are on the 5, Ruby's Creme Brulee. Carrollton was her last start. 4th place finish. Trotted the mile in 2:08 and 3. And then before that, she was over at Wellston. Another 2:08 mile. And was second for that one. It's been racing up in Northfield. Did have 1 Buckeye Claiming Series start. Got a 4th place check out of that one. Thank you. Other than that, it's been racing in 10,000 claimers, non-winners of 1. Did get a 4th back on June 17th. 2 minutes, 1/5 for that mile. And then the 4.
Horses
currently
approaching
at
the
9-1.
starting gate.
Just the Money Honey for Parker Smith. Last race, Washington Courthouse, 5th, 2-4 and 1. So they're in the far turn. We're going to send it to Jeremy for the call.
First division of the 3-year-old trotting fillies are all in behind the gate. 6 on the gate, 1 trailer. Gate swings in the stretch. And here they come. The 1, MJ's Bunny Money off the gate. They're off and trotting from the between horses. Just the Money Honey on the outside. Ruby's Creme Brulee from the inside. Broomsticks all going for the lead. They got them stacked 3 wide into the first turn. Getting away 4th is Lady Missile off stride. Went Just the Money Honey in between horses. That gives Broomsticks the lead. Ruby's Creme Brulee going to drop in 2nd. Getting away 3rd now. Lady Missile, MJ's Bunny Money off stride. Moving up to the 4th now is Lost in Hollywood, and Just a Money Honey trails. They go by the opening quarter station in 31 2/5. It's Broomsticks, David Young the second. He's looking for his second win of the day. They're going to call the shots here. Ruby's Cream Brulee now second. Closing up the gap third is Lady Missiles. Gap is 6 back to Lost in Hollywood. Then MJ's Bunny Money and Just a Money Honey trails. Move on over in front of the stands for the first time. The Enterprise filly, Broomstick. She's looking for her first win of the season. Out of the pocket, here comes Ruby's Cream Brulee and Christian Myers. They're going to battle for the lead. Halftime, 101 3/5, 30-1 second panel. Head on over to the 5/8. Broomsticks with the lead. Ruby's Cream Brulee got to her wheel there. Can't go any further yet for Christian Myers. Sitting in third, Lady Missile. Fourth, Lost in Hollywood. And it's far back to MJ's Bunny Money and Just a Money Honey. They hit to the 3/4. Ruby's Cream Brulee puts a neck in front over 3/4 and 132 1/5. Midway around the final turns, here comes Alex Hawk and Lady Missile. They're on the outside, going right after the leader, Ruby's Cream Brulee. Broomsticks is third, Lost in Hollywood fourth. Down the stretch they come. Ruby's Cream Brulee on the inside, Lady Missile trying to get to her on the outside. Their noses apart right now. Final surge, Lady Missile at the wire. Time of the mile, 2:03 4/5.
All right, race 4, across the wire. Took him the whole mile, but Alex finally made the top. Ended up coming at the 3/4 pole. So, looked like the 2-4-5 left out of the first turn. 4 ended up running about halfway through the first turn. That gave Broomsticks and David Young the lead. Then at the quarter pole, everybody's staying straight alignment, coming around the first half here. 5 come up first up. So Alex set third here at the half. He didn't come till the 3/4 pole. And once he did get to 3/4 pole and got him cleared, then it was him and looked like him and Christian battling it out for the lead. Coming down the stretch, I say he about 3 steps before the wire, he finally got the head in front, and that was your race winner. So Lady Missile, 5-2. Tried a mile 2:03 and 4. Charles Vignerin, trainer, gets the win. That would be her maiden. First win for her in her career. Previously, 5 total starts, 1 second, 1 third. A total of 34.84 on her card. Again, that was her first win for the year. Lifetime mark, 2:03 and 4.
The 3, Lady Missile. 3-year-old filly by In Range out of SJ's Photomare Lady SJ. Owned and trained by Charles Vigneron, Alex Hawk in the sulky. Gives her first win of the season. Trophy presented by KFW Quarter Horses. Results are official for the 4th. Number 1, MJ's Bunny Money, 6. Number 2, Broomsticks, 3. Number 3, Lady Missile, your winner. Number 4, Just a Money Honey, 5. Number 5, Ruby's Cream Brulee, 2. And 6, Lost in Hollywood, 4. Recheck top down, 631, 524. Quarter times 31 and 2, 101 and 3, 132 and 1. Time of the mile, 2:03 4/5. 5th race coming up, 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pace, 2nd division. Need 5 of you. Let's bring them out.
All right, exacta 3-5, 27.80. 3 pays $7.40, $6.20, $3. 5 pays 4 and 220, and the 2 pays 2 and 240. So before we look at the race 5, we'll take it to a word from our sponsors.
Don't miss the North American Standardbred Mixed Sale in Mount Hope, Ohio, December 18th. Only 2 sales in and already gaining attention across North America. This exciting young sale specializes in high-quality racehorses, broodmare prospects, and stallion shares with industry-leading pedigrees. One of our exciting graduates is world record holder Allegiant, headlining a growing list of successful sale graduates. Last year's sale topper was refined at $260,000, followed by Stardust Volo at $250,000. Visit the North American Standardbred Mixsale.com and join us December 18th in Mount Hope, Ohio.
The Ohio Harness Racing Passport is back. Sponsored by Webkenberg Starting Gates, the Passport takes you across Ohio's county fair circuit and now includes marquee events like Ohio Super Night. It's free and open to fans of all ages. Get your passport from the OHHA broadcast team and collect your stamps. Earn prizes all season long with more ways to win. Compete for the grand prize. Experience Ohio through harness racing.
All right, we're back here at Pike County Fair in Piketon, Ohio. Beautiful day out here. Weatherman said the humidity's supposed to start setting in a little bit. You can feel it just a touch, but we do have a nice breeze blowing from turns 1 and 3 over to 2 and 4. So coming down the stretch, they're hitting a little bit of a headwind. That ain't too bad, but believe me, it feels pretty nice up here in the grandstand. We finally got all of our equipment in the shade as the sun moved behind us a little bit. So, so let's take a look at the 5th race. 2nd division, 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers, purse $4,063, trophy by CR Quality Lawn Care. Number 1, Maple Bay. Daniel Ireton gets the call on this one. Marlon Smith, trainer, and Lori Farnes-Smith, the owner. It's 2-year-old colts out of Memphis Flash of a Better's Delight mare, Weaver Blue Chip. 1 start for the year. That was over in Wellston on the 18th. Made a break for the gate left. Then had 1 qualifier right before it. Paced it, 202 and 1. The 2, VH Legendary Trick. David Young gets the call for owner-trainer Tim Van Horn. 2-year-old gelding out of a bit of a legend. Jackie's Cam mare is Blue Rock Trixie. 4 starts for the year. 1 win, 1 second, 1 third. 5,500 on the card. Last start out was the win over at Carrollton on the 21st. Went gate to wire from the rail. Got the mark of 204. 3, Lightning. Carson Conrad for Steve Carter. William Taylor, the owner. 2-year-old gelding out of Summa Cum Laude. Dragon Again mare, Charismatic Kelsey. 2026, we've got 2 starts, 1 win. That was the last race over at Wellston on the 18th. Come out of the 2nd tier and getting the lead at the 3/4 pole. Win 2, 4, and 2. The 4, Some Creek Somewhere. Alex Hawk gets the call for owner-trainer John Hosteller. 2-year-old gelding out of Peachtree. Out of a Going to the Beach mare, Barbara Ann. 1 start, 1 second. That was his last start there at Wellston. Finished 2nd. Rate pace 209 and 2. In the 5, Moondance Mickey. Clayton Pfeiffer for Dustin Beekman. Owns and trains out of Peebles. 2-year-old gelding by Monty Mickey. Well Said mare, Addie Girl. 1 start, 1 third. That also was over at Wellston. Race time was 207 and 3. Finished 3rd, 210 and 2. So, looking up at the tote board, we got a 1-9 on the 3 Lightning. That's Steve Carter, Carson Conrad. Did race in the Buckeye Stallion Series on the 15th up at Northfield. Did get the 5th place check. Paced that mile 59-4. Before that, he had a qualifier up at Scioto on the 6th. Paced that mile in 57-1. And then we did another qualifier on June 29th. Paced that one in 59-3. So decided to start bringing him to the fairs till they get to the next round of the Buckeye Stallion Series. Then we're looking at the 2 at 5-1. VH Legendary Trick for David Young. 4 starts for the year. The last start was his win over at Carrollton. Then second place finish was over at Wellston. And then the 3rd place come up at Northfield, and 2-year-old non-winners of 1 finished 3rd and 59-1. So for that, they had him taken up to Scioto for a qualifier and finished 5th in it, and did pace in 1:56 for that mile. So for that, took him to Circleville, and looks like made a break, topped the stretch. And then his first outing for the year was another qualifier up at Scioto, 2 minutes and 3/5. So he's got a little bit of experience coming in the Pike County Fair. Then we're looking at the 5 at 8-1. Moon Dance Mickey for Clayton Pfeiffer. Paced last quarter 32-1 over at Wellston. That was his only start for the year. Looks like it was going back up to the top here, 1 and 4. They both got them 99-1. So Maple Bay, that is a homebred colt for Lori Farnes Smith. Has 1 start, again over at Wellston, made a break before the gate started. Before that, had him up at Scioto for a qualifier. Paced the mile on 2:02-1. Then looking at the 4, Some Creek Somewhere. Last race, second over at Wellston. Before that, had 2 qualifiers, both at Northfield. One of them paced the mile on 2:02-4 on the 9th. And then a month before that, in June, did another qualifier, 2:05-1. So, got 2 of them in here. It's got quite a few starts. The other 3 only got a handful. So, again, public likes the 3, Lightning, Carson Conrad. Then they're going 2-5. So we just got it updated. 1-9 still on the 3. Now they're liking the 5 for the place ticket. This is Win Place Show Perfecta. Trifectas will be on the 7th and the 8th coming up. So we're still waiting on 1 to get out to the track so we can get them post-braided. And then there's train number 2 for the day. If you've never been to Piketon, if you're coming down the home stretch and you look around your horse, the train tracks are probably only a couple hundred feet off of the first turn. So when you get 2-year-olds looking up, seeing that, and they don't shy away from it, then you're all right. It was here yesterday. They came by. They had a 2-year-old in the winner's circle, and just as the train started coming by, they hit that horn. It actually rattled the bleachers a little bit here, and looked down, didn't phase that 2-year-old one bit. So See Alex getting hooked up on the 4 right now. So they'll get him out here on the track and get him post-paraded. We'll take it up to Jeremy for that.
Horses are on the track for the 5th race. Second division of the 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pace for a purse of $4,063. The 1, Maple Bay, with Daniel Ireton. The 2, VH Legendary Trick, David Young II. The 3 will be Light Ding, Carson Conrad. The 4 will parade last. The 5, Moon Dance Mickey, with Clayton Pfeiffer. And parading last will be the 4, Some Creek Somewhere, Alex Hawk in the sulky. Horses will be taking the score, going right to the starting gate.
All right. And just as I was saying that 2-year-olds and this train and how they've been behaved, we had one come up here for the post parade, and you heard a big thunk on the train, and yeah, his ears went back and he took off, and yeah, so they got him all calmed down. I imagine he'll stay on the backside until the gate rolls. But second division, 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers. No changes on this race. Betting public still likes the 3, 1-9. The Lightning, Carson Conrad, Steve Carter combination. So then they got the 2, VH Legendary Trick at 9-2. The 5 at 5-1. Moon Dance Mickey for Clayton Pfeiffer, Dustin Beekman. Then we're going 1 at 16-1. Maple Bay, Daniel Ireton. And I see him coming in front of the grandstand right now. And most of these drivers, their legs are stretched out on the race bike. And I don't know Daniel very personally, but his knees are all bent up, so I bet he is a really tall individual on that when he stands up. They say when you see Alex and Christian and all them, all their legs are straight, and Daniel's got his legs all bent. So, just pretty neat observation from up here. So, they're all getting gathered up on the backside now. Again, 5 wide here, so everybody be up on the gate. So, looking at this, I'd almost, if I was going to go down and throw a ticket on, I'd probably put 2 across on the 2. 9-2 odds. Get a little bit of money back on this one. He's got the inside position compared to the betting favorite, the 1-9 Lightning. So we'll see how they roll out of the gate here. See who wants to control the tempo. I've noticed Mike's been picking the 2-year-olds up closer to the quarter pole, and then the 3-year-olds he'll pick up closer to the center of the turn. So that gives the 2-year-olds a little bit more experience behind the gate. As I say that, they are rolling up behind it. So we'll take it up to Jeremy for the call of the 5th race.
Second division, 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers are all in behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch. And here they come. The 1, Maple Bay, off the gate. Recall on the 5th. Recall on the 5th. Windows remain open for wagering.
All
recall
right.
on the 5th.
We are in a recall right now. 1 was off the gate. And 3, we'll say he scraped his knees. So, not sure exactly what happened there. But Mike called recall there at the last second. Try and get them all gathered back up here. Alex got a pretty good hold on his, following the gate, get him calmed back down. This is one thing, you get an athlete, get it warmed up, and then we'll say like the NASCAR racers, they're all pumped up. They get in the race car, get 40, 50, 60 laps in, and then rain hits. And then, of course, if you've ever watched NASCAR, rain delays usually last for quite a bit. So then they got to kind of regroup, get settled back in. That's what these horses are doing right now. The drivers are trying to get them calmed down and regroup them here so we can get rolling again. But fifth race, recall there at the last second before the start. So what we're doing now is, like Jeremy said, we are on a recall. Look like 3, Lightning, Carson Conrad. Look like Colt went down to his knees. Come back up. So Mike seen that. He called the recall on it. At the start, the 1, Maple Bay, he was off the gate a little bit. So we know he wasn't going to leave. But all 5 of them will be starting back up on the gate. Right now we're waiting to get them re-racked here. 3 did go back to the barn. Just a speculation of maybe equipment change or something to that effect. Not sure. But he didn't, whatever it was, he didn't like it behind the gate. So that gives the betting public a little bit more time to go down and bet. They don't have the odds back up on the board right now. So if they do, I'll give you that. But before the tote board change, they were looking at the 3-2 as the 2 favorites. Like I said, I kind of went with the 2, VH Legendary Trick. It's coming off of a win over at Carrollton, 2nd place at Wellston, and 3rd place up at Northfield, 59-1. And then before that, qualifier up at Soda and 56. So, looks like I see the 3 getting ready to come back onto the track. Again, everybody's just on the backside, getting them all regrouped and everything. 3 is back on the track. That's Lightning, Carson Conrad. So, looks like Mike's rolling up into position. Get them all turned, going back that way. All right. So, again, 3-2 was the betting favorites. We did have a recall on this first time we tried to start this race, probably about 30 feet before the wire. Mike did call that immediately when he seen the 3 make a little boo-boo and scrape his knees up a little bit. So, again, we're going to try this. We'll take it up to Jeremy for the call.
Take 2, race number 5. 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers are behind the gate. Here they come. 3's on a break. They're off and pacing from the inside. VH Legendary Trick grabs the track immediately. Some Greek somewhere is going to drop in 2nd. Moon Dance Mickey going to float away in 3rd. Getting away 4th is Light Ding. And then Maple Leaf Trails, they head on over to the quarter pole. David Young's got a handful with VH Legendary Trick. He's already opened up by 10 over the field. Some Creek somewhere trying to stay up there with him. Moon Dance Mickey in 3rd. It's a gap of 3. Back to Light Ding and Maple Bay Trail. They reached the opening quarter 27 4/5. David Young's got VH Legendary Trick on a speed mission here. He's still on top by 8. Some Creek somewhere and trying to reel him in. Moon Dance Mickey trying to stay with him. Light Ding, and then Maple Bay head on in front of the stands for the first time. It's the bit of a legend, Cole. He's looking for his second straight win of the year. He's on top. Halftime, 57 seconds flat. Head on over to the 5/8. VH Legendary Tricks on the lead. Some Creek somewheres closed the gap. He's within 4 now. Moving up on the outside third is Light Ding. Fourth, Moon Dance Mickey and trailer, Maple Bay. Heads are pointed 3/4. It's still VH Legendary Trick. He's had every call of winning one, trying to make it from coast to coast. Hit to the 3/4. On the outside, Light Ding takes over second. 3/4 and 1:28 flat. Midway around the final turn, VH Legendary Trick has the lead. They're trying to close in on him. Here comes Light Ding on the outside. Inside, Some Creek somewhere. Then as far back to Moon Dance Mickey and Maple Bay. Top of the stretch, Light Ding. He's going to make it all the way. It's all over. But Annette with the winner's circle photo. VH Legendary wins. Light Ding second. Some Creek somewhere gets up for third. Time of the mile, 1:59.
All right. After 2 tries, we finally got race 5 completed. I should have went down and put a couple dollars on the 2. That was your winner, VH Legendary Trick. Gives David Young his second win of the day. So coming out of the gate, the 2 left, 4 and 5, tucked in behind him. 3, Light Ding. He made a little miscue there before the gate started. Got away 4th. And then the 1, he run before the gate started as well. Then nobody made any moves until about past the half. Carson tried to come out with Light Ding. Just VH Legendary Trick had such a big lead, and it was like he was on a mission today. So VH Legendary Trick gets the win. I will get the final race time. I didn't catch it from Jeremy. But yeah, Light Ding come past the half. Really couldn't get anywhere close to him. He ended up second. And Some Creek somewhere with Alex Hawk third. Moon Dance Mickey and Clayton Pfeiffer 4. And Maple Bay and Daniel Ireton 5. So that is official, it looks like, because tote board says exacta 2-3-14-20. The 2 pays $12.40 to win, $3.80 to place, $2.40 to show. 3, $2.80, $3, and the 4, $2.40 for the show ticket. Waiting on 2 to get back here to the winner's circle. Once he does, we'll take it up to Jeremy for the winner's circle announcement.
VH Legendary Trick. 2-year-old gelding by a bit of a legend out of the Jackie's Cam mare, Blue Rock Trixie. Timmy Van Horn owns and trains David Young the second in the sulky. Second win for VH Legendary Trick this season. Trophy presented by CR Quality Lawn Care. Results are official for the 5th. Number 1, Maple Bay, 5. Number 2, VH Legendary Trick, your winner. Number 3, Light Ding, second. Number 4, Some Creek Somewhere, 3. And number 5, Moon Dance Mickey, 4. Recheck top down, 5-1, 2, 3, 4. 27 and 4 to the quarter, 57. Halftime, 128 to the 3 quarters. Time of the mile, 159. Race 6 coming up, 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trot, 2nd division. We need 5 of you, barn area. Let's go ahead and bring them out for the 6.
All right, recheck top down on the 5. 5th race. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 27, 4, 57 halftime, 128 3 quarters, and lifetime mark for VH Legendary Trick, 159. Before we get to the 6th race, we will take a word to our sponsors.
Feel the thunder, experience the speed, witness the excitement of Ohio Harness Racing. Ohio is home to 4 pari-mutuel tracks with exciting action at Northfield Park, Scioto Downs, Miami Valley Gaming and Racing, and Dayton Raceway. Plus racing at 66 county and independent fairs statewide. From legendary events like the Little Brown Jug to the Dayton Racing Derby, Battle of Lake Erie, and Next Generation Stakes, Ohio is where champions race. The speed, the tradition, the excitement. Don't just watch it, be a part of it. Race Ohio, it's your best bet.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
All right, we're back for day 2, the Pike County Fair. Beautiful Saturday. Waiting on 5 horses in the 6th race to come on out. And we'll get them racked up and post-paraded. And my cousin Brian, he's warming one up behind the tractor, and I don't think she liked that tractor very well. She's thrown her head up. But, that's nice. That's the thing about 2-year-olds, and here at the fairs, you see everything. And we've already had 2 trains go by, and you get full field view of the train going into the first turn. So, looking at race 6, we've got 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trot, 2nd division. Purse $5,067. Trophy presented in memory of Rocky Woolridge. 5 starters. All 5 will be on the gate. Number 1, Otis L. Hank Levan driven train. Levan Stables. Freese. Brake Farms. M. Levan. 2-year-old Gelding out of Centurion ATM. Out of a Donato Hanover mare. Window Shopper. 5 starts this year, 2 wins in a third, 6,200 on the card. Lifetime mark 207-1 over at Circleville. Last start was at Hilliard's. Ended up 4th, trotted mile in 2:10, 2/5. The 2, Johnny Reb, Lori Farna Smith. Owns and drives this one for Marlon Smith, trainer. 2-year-old Gelding out of Memphis Flash of a Pine Box mare, Starlet O'Hara. This one is a homebred. 1 start for the year. That was over at Wellston, 4th place finish, 750 on the card. So, 3, Royal Dublin. Jimmy Smith owns, drives, trains this Uncle Peter Gelding out of Lucky Chucky mare, Shy That Way. Only start for this one over at Carrollton on the 21st. 2nd place finish, 210-1. The 4, VH Tommy Boy, Brady Clemens for trainer-owner Tim Van Horn. This gelding is out of Long Tom, out of an Explosive Matter mare, Sasola Hanover. 2 starts for the year, 1 second, 1 third, $2,800 on the card. Last start was over at Carrollton. finished third, trotted the mile, 2:13 and 1. The 5 is Cyclone Blast for Derek Wadaker. David Miller owns and trains. This 2-year-old colt's out of Creatine, out of a Trixton mare, Hurricane Blues. 2 starts for the year, 1 third. Last start was over at Carrollton, finished third. Time of the mile he trotted in was 2 minutes, 20 seconds. So right now the betting favorites is 1 and 4, Otis L, VH Tommy Boy. This win place show, Perfecta rate wagering on the 6th. So I've talked about the fair attendance going down there and holding the fly sheets for the race winners. So Jeremy come by me. I'm like, hey, go get one of those guys up here and let's talk to him.
Oh, okay.
Because believe me, trying to sit here and talk to myself for past 6 races, it's been tough.
Yeah.
So if you would, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Madeline Day.
Okay.
I'm on the Junior Fair Board.
Alrighty. And where do you go to school at?
I go to school at the Ohio State University.
Okay. Nice. So you've been out here holding is this the first time you've had to do this?
No, I've done this for 4 years now.
Okay.
This is my 5th year doing this.
So you haven't got brave enough to try to throw the blanket up over the horse yet?
No, I don't.
No.
Someone else can do that.
Okay. Let's take it up to Jeremy for the post parade.
Farna Smith. Number 3, Royal Dublin with Jimmy Smith. The 4, VH Tommy Boy, Brady Clemens aboard. And the 5, Cyclone Blast, Derek Wadaker in the sulky. Horses will be taking 1 score and heading right to the gate. Win place show Perfecta wagering on this race.
All right, so we are back here, and you said you go to the Ohio State University. What are you studying?
I'm studying architectural design.
Okay. All right. You had any experience in the horse business here, or?
I took horses in 4-H.
Okay.
Yeah, and I haven't been able to this year where I was at school, but I still take lambs and rabbits for 4-H.
Okay. Nice. How long you been in 4-H?
Since 3rd grade, so as long as you can be,
As
I
long
guess.
as you can, yep. So my youngest daughter, she took goats and sheep. I don't think she started till, I think, 7th or 8th grade.
Oh,
so she
yeah.
got a late start in it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. But no, we appreciate you out there helping us with the fair and everything.
Yeah,
Is there
thank
anybody you want to give a shout out to? Because we are YouTube live right now.
Oh, we are?
We are live.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to tell you that and make you nervous.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. I don't know. We're just glad to be here.
Okay.
It's exciting.
All right. Who's the partner up here? He's getting camera shy. He don't want to get on. But.
This is Lane. I'm working here with him.
Okay.
We had a couple other people here, but they had to go work somewhere else.
Okay.
So it's just us right now.
So the fair really don't start technically till Monday, correct?
Yeah, it's just the harness racing and the horse shows right now, and everything will start on Monday after the animals get moved in.
Okay. And then I did see there's a big sign out front where Joe Nichols is playing Monday night. You want to go to that concert?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay.
I'll be as close to the front as I can.
There was so as I'm showing her my phone, people can make comments while we're watching, which helps me out because I can read the comments and kind of interact with people watching.
Yeah.
And one lady said, back in the 90s, when he first came out, she said, I was in love with, or I went to Broken Heartsville myself back then.
Oh.
Yeah. And then one lady I had here yesterday, her dad raced a couple horses, so she's been in the horse business for a while, but she said she could remember her mom going to a Joe Nichols concert and buying a CD and played that CD all the time at her work.
Aw.
So
I bet they're excited he's here.
Yeah. Yep. So, all right. So we've got 5 horses here. Who do you like?
The one with my favorite name, Cyclone Blast, probably.
Cyclone Blast?
I don't know any of them.
Okay. All right. Well, now, if you get Cyclone Blast wins and you Get to the winner's circle. Throw the blanket over him.
Oh, okay.
Nope. All right. So they're getting ready to go behind the gate. Gate's open.
Yep.
We got all 5 on the gate. No trailers on this race. So I appreciate it, and good
Yeah,
luck
thank
for
you.
the rest of the fair.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Good luck, guys. Cool. Thank you. All right. Field of 5 going in behind the gate. Mike's got the gate open, going around the turn. 2-year-old, so he picked him up near the 3/4 pole again. So we'll take it to Jeremy for the call of the 6th.
Starter Kevin Becksted's got the 2-year-old trotters in behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch. Here they come. Johnny Reb's off the gate. They're off and trotting from the outside. VH Tommy Boy and Brady Clemens grab the track. Floating out there second's going to be Royal Dublin. Getting away third, Otis L. Getting away fourth, Cyclone Blast. And off stride went Johnny Reb. So they head on over to the backside for the first time. It's VH Tommy Boy and Brady Clemens going to call the shots here. Closing up the gap second is Royal Dublin and Jimmy Smith. Gap of 3 back to Otis L. and Hank Levan. Gap another 3 back to Cyclone Blast, Derek Wataker, and Johnny Reb and Lori Furnace Smith trails. They go by the opening quarter, 32 1/5. Head on over to the 3/8 marker. VH Tommy Boy, the long Tom Gelding's looking for his first win of the season. Nose to helmet there second is Royal Dublin, the Uncle Peter colt. Third is Otis L. He's got 2 wins of the year. Looking for win number 3 as Hank peeks over his shoulder. Cyclone Blast is fourth. And back to Johnny Reb, who trails. Go past the half-mile station. 105 2/5. But here comes the favorite, Otis L. coming at the leader. VH Tommy Boy sitting in the pocket there. Royal Dublin. Second over, following the covers. Cyclone Blast. It's far back to Johnny Reb. Heads are pointed toward 3/4 on the inside. VH Tommy Boy. He's got the challenge of Otis L right now. Sitting there third, looking him over. Royal Dublin trying to keep track with him. Cyclone Blast. And Johnny Reb, he's going to have to wait for Athens. Hit the 3/4 pole, 137 2/5. Backside, 32 seconds. Midway around the final turn. They're nose to nose, stride for stride. VH Tommy Boy on the inside. Otis L on the outside. Royal Dublin trying to get into it. Top of the stretch. VH Tommy Boy. Otis L on the outside. Otis L goes right on by and takes one for Hank Levan. Second, VH Tommy Boy. Third, Royal Dublin. Time of the mile, 2:07 flat.
All right, 6th race in the books. Year 1, 4 to 5 favorite, co-favorite, Otis L for Hank Levan. Just did best his lifetime mark. He had a mark of 2:07 at Circleville. He lowers that by a tick, 2:07 flat. Look like they come home 29-3. Otis L. Pops up at the half because everybody was following for VH Tommy Boy. Jimmy Smith was pocketed up with Royal Dublin. Then Otis L gets away third. Nobody made a move till about the half when Hank come. Finally got to him about the backside. And they went stride for stride all the way around the top of the stretch and about halfway up the stretch. Looked like Hank finally hit the accelerator and away he went. So Otis L gets the win. VH Tommy Boy second. Royal Dublin third. Cyclone Blast tried to follow cover here at the half and ended up making a break in the last turn. And then Johnny Reb I think did more running than he did trotting. So as Jeremy said, going to have to wait till Athens on that one. So Otis L back into the winner's circle now. We'll give it up to Jeremy.
Circle of the 6th race, number 1, Otis L. 2-year-old gelding by Centurion ATM out of the Donato Hanover mare, Window Shopper. Levan Stables, R. Freeze, Brake Farms, and M. Levan, all of Ohio own. Hank Levan trains and drives the 1, Otis L., giving him his 3rd win of the season. Blanket trophy presented in memory of Rocky Woodridge. Results are official. Top down, number 1, Otis L., your winner. Number 2, Johnny Reb, 5. Number 3, Royal Dublin, 3. Number 4, VH Tommy Boy, 2. And the 5, Cyclone Blast, 4. Recheck top down, 153.24. Times of 32 and 1 to the quarter, 105 and 2 to the half, 137 and 2 3/4. Time of the mile, 2:07. 7th race coming up. 2nd division of 3-year-old pacing fillies.
All right, 6th race in the book. Exacta 14720. The 1 pays $380, $210. The 4 pays $210 to place, and the 3 plays $4 to show. So no tickets for shows sold on the 1 or the 4. So we recheck on the 6, 15324, 32 and 1, 105 and 2, 137 and 2, 207 flat. New lifetime mark for Otis L. gives Hank Levan his 6th driving win for the 2 days and 6th training win as well. So before we go into the 7th, we'll send it to a word from our sponsors.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
All right, we are back. Pike County Fair 2026, Day 2. This will be the mid race of the card, 7th race out of the 13 that we've got today. Looking on the YouTube live broadcast, I've got it pulled up here on my phone. If you're watching, let me know. The only comment I've had is Rick Williams up in Woodsfield. He says, enjoying a beautiful day in Monroe County. Well, it is a beautiful day here in Pike County. A little bit of cloud cover here and there. Nice little breeze blowing. So, all right, let's look at race number 7. 2nd division, 3-year-old filly pace. Purse $7,275. Trophy by Sunfish Valley Whitetails. Number 1, Tiny Ace. Christian Myers gets the call for trainer-owner David Miller. This is a homebred Western Terror 3-year-old filly out of a Cam's Card Shark mare. 1 ace too many. 1 start for the year. That was back in Wellston on the 18th. 6th place finish. Paced the mile in 2:10, 4/5 seconds. The 2, Suma Diva. Carson Conrad for Steve Carter. Steve Carter owns with Willard Taylor. A 3-year-old filly out of Summa Cum Laude. Dragon Again mare, Charismatic Kelsey. This one's also a homebred. 9 starts, 1 second, 2/3, 4,200 on her card. Last start up at Wellston on the 18th. just did get beat by a length and a quarter. Paced that mile 2:03 and 3. The 3, Stone Creek Girl. Trained and driven by Andre Naird for JJG Green Acres Stables and Bill Rhodes. This 3-year-old filly is out of Pet Rock, out of a Proven Lover mare, proven to be bad. Buckeye Classic purchase, $6,000. 11 starts for the year, 2/3. Tick over 4,000 on the card. Last start, Wellston, 7:18. Finished 4th there for Derek Wadaker in the bike. 2 minutes, 4 1/5. Number 4, Pink Bubbles. Brady Clemens, Eric Nesselrode combination. Susan Offenberger, the owner. This was a Buckeye Classic purchase, $3,000. Lather up filly out of the Ponderosa mare, Pink Magic. 1 start for the year, 1/3. That was back at Wilston on the 18th. Paced the mile 2:05 and 4. The 5, Twice Shy. Driver change to Alex Hawk for Mark Winters. Jesse Bolin owns. This was a Buckeye Classic, $4,000 purchase. 3-year-old filly, Fool Me Once, out of Modern Art mare, Fine Art Mendale. 7 starts for the year, has not hit the board. $250 on her card. That come back at her last start at Washington Courthouse Wednesday. Finished 5th, and 2:04 and 2 was the mile she paced it in. And then rounding out the field, the 6, Deborah L. Hank Levan combination for Levan Stables, Hurley Racing, R. Freese, and M. Levan. This is a Ohio Select purchase of $10,000. Racing Hill out of a Western Terror mare, Private Performance. 14 starts for the year, 2 wins, 1 second, 2/3, 85.93. And lifetime mark this year of 2 minutes, 4/5 up at Paulding. Last race was the 23rd at Bucyrus. Started 5th, finished 5th. Paced that mile in 1:58 and 3. So looking up at what the betting public likes, win, place, show, perfecta, trifecta this race. They like the 2, Suma Diva, Carson Conrad, Steve Carter. Looking down through her past line, she's been racing fillies and mares, non-winners and 1, condition claimers. Pacing anywhere from 53, 55, 54, and 56. So she's been a couple checks in those series. Did go to Circleville with a 3rd, 2, 3, and 3. Last year had 16 starts, 6 wins, 2 seconds, and a 4th, and pocketed over 27,000. Had a mark of 2 minutes flat here at Piketon as a 2-year-old. Still has yet to hit the winner's circle this year, out of 9 starts. Next favorite is the 6, Deborah L. Let's take it up to Jeremy.
Horses are on the track for the post parade for the 7th race. Second division, 3-year-old filly pace for a purse of $7,275. The 1, Tiny Ace with Christian Myers. The 2, Suma Diva, Carson Conrad. The 3, Stone Creek Girl with Andre Nard. The 4, Pink Bubbles with Brady Clemens aboard. The 5, Driver's Change on Twice Shy to Alex Hawk. Rounding out the field, the 6, Deborah L., Hank Levan, and the sulky. Win, place, show, perfecta, trifecta wagering on the 7th. Horses will be heading to the gate. Wager now.
post parade done and over with. We got 6 in this field, second division, 3-year-old filly Pacers, 5 on the gate. Deborah L, the 6, will be the trailer. She's sitting at 3-1 right now. Looking at her past lines, Bucyrus, 5th place. Before that, she raced over at Wellston, come out of the 5-hole there. Looked like pocket trip all the way to stretch drive, and then ended up pulling away by 2.5 to win in 2, 3, and 1. She got a check over at Bell Fountain, tried her hand up at Scioto, and fillies and mares, non-winners and 1 condition claimers. Just did miss the check, finished 6th, paced the mile in 54 and 3. She's also been to Marion and Ottawa, got checks at both places. So we got the 2 at 1-5. That's the Suma Diva, Carson Conrad, Steve Carter combination. The 6 at 7-2. And then they're betting likes the 4, Pink Bubbles at 5-1, the Clemens Nestle Road combination. Looking at her, only 2 starts this year, 1 at Wellston, 1 qualifier at Scioto. The qualifier she did pacing 58 and 2. Last quarter 29 and 2. Before that, last year she had 11 starts, 3 wins, 4 seconds, 2 thirds. Made over 20,000. Had a 159 mark here at Piketon. So we got 2 of them. The 2 and the 4 have their lifetime marks here at the Pike County Fair. Again, win, play, show, perfecta, trifecta on this one. So you got the 6, Deborah L, Hank Levan. My guess is he'll follow the 2 out because he can kind of follow whoever he wants out of the second tier, since he's the only one. So, not sure about the 1, Tiny Ace, one start this year. A couple qualifiers up at Northfield back in March. Paced 2-4 and 4, 2-5 and 3 in 46-degree weather. So, but then before that, Piketon was her last start on July 25th of last year, where she was 5th. So horses are on behind the gate over in the far turn. We'll send it up to Jeremy for the call of the race.
7th race, 3-year-old pacing fillies are all in behind the gate. 5 on the gate, 1 trailer. Gate swings into the stretch. Here they come. They're often pacing from the outside. Twice Shy goes for the lead. In between pacers, it's Stone Creek Girl from the inside. Suma Diva getting away 4th is Brady Clemens and Pink Bubbles. Deborah L gets away 5th and trailing the field. Tiny Ace. They flip on back to the backside, heading to the quarter pole. It's Twice Shy and Alex Hawk going to call the shots here. Closing up 2nd, Suma Diva and Carson Conrad. Getting away 3rd, Stone Creek Girl. Andre Nard, gap of 2, back to Pink Bubbles. They reach the quarter in 29, 1/5. Head on over into the far turn. Twice Shy. The Fool Me Once filly looking for her first win. Takes them to the stretch here. Sitting 2nd is your favorite, Suma Diva, who's popping the pocket. 3 wide. Here comes Stone Creek Girl, Andre Nard. We got them 3 wide stacked up here at the half. Stone Creek Girl takes the lead in between horses. Suma Diva on the inside. Twice Shy trying to battle them off. They reach the half, 59 3/5, 30 and 1. We're still 3 wide as we head on over to the 5/8. Twice Shy not wanting to give it up. In between horses is Suma Diva. 3 wide, Stone Creek Girl. Coming up 4th now is Deborah L. 5th, Pink Bubbles. And Tiny Ace trails. But up on the front end, they're starting to sort it out as Suma Diva takes the lead. On the outside, it's 128 3/5 to the 3/4. Reach to the far turn. Suma Diva now starting to open up for Carson Conrad. Stone Creek Girl 2nd. Twice Shy trying to hang in for 3rd. 4th, Pink Bubbles, Deborah L. 5th, and Tiny Ace Trails. They hit the mid-stretch here. It's going to be your 1-2 favorite, Suma Diva, with the win. Getting up for second, Stone Creek Girl third, Twice Shy. Time of the mile, 1:58, 4/5.
All right, race 7 in the books. Second division, 3-year-old filly pace. Suma Diva, Carson Conrad, Steve Carter gets the win. That's their first win for the day. New lifetime mark. Last year she had a 2-year-old mark here at Piketon at 2 minutes, and she bests that today at 1:58.4. So she went off as the 1-2 favorite. Beginning the race, 5, Alex Hawk, Twice Shy. He left hard, gets to the top pretty easy. 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 1 is how they pretty much stayed till the half. The 2, Carson pops out right before the half. Andre followed, but then he come 3 wide past the half. And then they stayed 3 wide till about midway down the backside. And then Carson finally clears. Andre pops in the second spot, and Alex has to continue driving hard on Twice Shy. Let's take it up to Jeremy for the winner's circle.
3-year-old Summa Cum Laude filly out of the Dragon Again mare, Charismatic Kelsey. William Taylor owns, Steve Carter co-owns and trains Carson Conrad in the sulky, giving Suma Diva her first win of the season, taking a new lifetime mark at 1:58, 4/5. Trophy by Sunfish Valley Whitetails. Barn area, let's start bringing them out for the 8th race. Let's start bringing them out for the 8th barn area.
All right, race 7 is official. Trifecta 2-3 all, $19.20 would be my assumption. The 2 pays $3.20. The 3 pays $3.20, $2.40. Exacta 2-3, $20.
Number 6, Deborah L. 5. Recheck top down, 612, 435. Quarter and 29 and 1. Half 59 and 3. 3/4 and 128 and 3. Time of the mile, 1:58, 4/5. 8th race coming up. Second division, 3-year-old trot and fillies. We need 6
All right. In case you didn't get all of that, the 1, Tiny Ace 6. 2, Suma Diva, your race winner. 3, Stone Creek Girl 2. 4, Pink Bubbles 4. 5, Twice Shy 3. And 6, Deborah L 5. 6, 1, 2, 4, 3, 5. 29 and 1/4. 59 and 3. 128 and 3/4. New lifetime mark for Suma Diva, 1:58.4. All right. Before we head to race 8, let's take it to the word for our sponsors.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
All right, we are back. So I ended up refreshing my the YouTube Live, so appreciate everyone that's been commenting. Rick Williams, Jeremy is like an echo chamber. I'll pass that on to him. Maybe he can get her fixed. All right. Race number 8. Second division, 3-year-old filly trot. Purse $5,050. Field of 6. Trophy presented by Rural King. So let's take a quick look here. Number 1, Haven's Prize. Derek Wadaker for Steve Baker. Diane Baker owns this 3-year-old filly out of Enterprise, out of Carry the Message mare, JJ's Message. 2 starts for the year, a little over $500 on the card. Last race was over at Wellston, 5th place finish, tried mile 2:15. The 2, 10 Times Harder. Christian Myers for trainer-owner John Hosteller. This 3-year-old filly is out of Muscle Up the Goal, out of an Explosive Matter mare, I'm the Bomb. 7 starts, 1 second, 1 third, a little low, just shy of 3,000. Has a qualifying mark of 2:01 and 3 up at Northfield. Last race was over at Carrollton. Made a couple breaks, ended up getting a check out with 4th place finish. Time of the mile she went in was 2:16 and 4. 3, Supreme Dancer. Owner, trainer, driver, Rosie Weaver. Scott Davis was a co-owner on this full count filly out of Like a Prayer mare, Supreme Day. This is a BHS purchase, $8,000, 12 starts, 4 wins, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. Over 41,000 with a lifetime mark of 156 flat over at Scioto. Last start, she raced in the Buckeye Stallion Series. Looks like cut the mile and then ended up just out of the money. Did trot 157 for Sam Widger. The 4, All About Hope. Driver change to Hank Levan. This one's trained by Brian Haynes, owned by R. Beachy. This is a 3-year-old filly, What the Hill, out of a Desjambro mare, Vatana. 2026, has 6 starts, has yet to see the tote board. Last race was over at Washington Courthouse, 6th place finish. The 5, Vondra, Alex Hawk, for trainer Charles Vigorin, also owns this one. She's a Volstead filly out of SJ's Caviar mare, Diana Ross S. She was a Buckeye Classic purchase for $15,000. So far this year, 1 start. That was over at Lebanon on the 20th. Couple breaks during that mile. Alex was in the bike for that one as well. And then the last one for this race, number 6, be starting from the 2nd tier. Final Vape. Andre Nard drives and trains this one for Wadaker Racing out of Zanesville. 3-year-old filly out of What the Hill. Vaporized Mill, vaporizes. So far this year, 7 starts. 1 win, 3 thirds. $9,784 on her card. Has a lifetime mark of 158 and 2 over at the Meadows. Last start was in the Buckeye Claiming Series up Scioto on 7:18. 3rd place finish. Trotted a mile, 158 and 1. So that's your field for race 8. We got 5 on the gate. We'll have 1 trailer, 1 place show, perfecta trifecta wagering on this one. Speaking of the betting public, they're liking the 3, Rosie Weaver, Supreme Dance. Last start was 6th place in the Buckeye Stallion Series, 157. That's what she trotted in before that. She went over at Bell Fountain, 203 and 4. Raced up Northfield, non-winners of 4. Third place for that one. Went to Marion, 5th place on that one. Now let's take it up to Jeremy for the post-parade.
Horses are on the track parading the post for the 8th race, 2nd division of the 3-year-old filly trot for a purse of $5,050. Now 1, Haven's Prize with Derek Wadaker. The 2, 10 Times Harder with Christian Myers. The 3, Supreme Dance gets the services of Sam Widger. The 4, All About Hope, drivers change to Hank Levan. The 5, Vondra with Alex Hawk aboard. Starting from the 2nd tier, the 6, Final Vape, Andre Nard in the sulky. Horses will be heading right to the gate. Wager now, don't get shut out.
All right, we're back. Like I said, the betting public, they like the 3, Rosie Weaver and Supreme Dancer. Still showing a little love for the 6 at 5-1. That's Final Vape with Andre. He drives and trains this filly. Looking at her. Her last start was in the Buckeye Claiming Series up at Scioto, 3rd place finish. Before that, has 2 starts at the Meadows. First one was non-winners of 1, fillies and mares that she did win. So the next week she had to bump up to fillies and mares non-winners of 2. Was 4th in that one with a 57-3 for Mike Wilder. She has had one more fair start, and that was over at Circleville on the June 21st, 4th place finish. And then before that, again over at the Meadows in early June, had a pair of 3rds for Mike and Andre over there. Then they're looking at the number 2, 8-1, 10 Times Harder, Christian Myers, John Hosteller combination. Looking at her, she's last one was over at Carrollton, 4th place finish. Before that, she was at Wellston, 3rd place finish. Before that, everything looks like Northfield. So she's racing in 10,000 claimers, non-winners of 1. Her last start in that class, June 24th, was beaten by a neck in 59-4 with Dan Noble in the bike. Qualifier before that, 2-4-1. So this 3-year-old, last year she had 12 starts, 3 seconds, 5 thirds. So the 2, she's still looking for her first win of her career. All right, Patricia, I just read your comment. Yeah, Jeremy Moore is the one announcing the races, and I am the, as I always put it, the better-looking twin, Jason Moore. If you would look at us, see us side by side, we are identical. Mirror image, what they call, because I am left-handed and Jeremy is right-handed. So, yeah. All right, horses are gathered on the backside. I see Mike creeping into position. So we got 6 of them in here, 2nd division, 3-year-old filly trotters, 5 on the gate, 1 trailer. I would venture to say Andre may follow the 2 out. The 1, Heaven's Prize, she's only had 2 lifetime starts, 1 at Wellston, 1 at Circleville. Then you got the 4, All About Hope, for Brian Haynes. She's also looking to break her maiden out of 14 lifetime starts. So they're all moving in behind the gate. We will take it up to Jeremy for the call of the 8th.
Three-year-old trotting fillies, 5 on the gate, 1 trailer, all in behind. Kevin Beckstead, starting gate. Here they come. 2, 10 Times Harder on a break. They're off and trotting. Supreme Dance grabs the track early. Haven's Prize getting away second. Third on the outside is Vondra. Getting away fourth is All About Hope. And then Final Vape and 10 Times Harder Trails. Head on over to the quarter pole. It's Supreme Dance going to call the shots here for Sam Widger. She's opened up by 3.5 now. Haven's Prize trying to close the gap there second. Sitting third is Vondra. Fourth, All About Hope. Fifth on the outside, 10 Times Harder. They reached the opening station, 31 1/5. Supreme Dance, looking for her 5th win of the year. Opens up by 5. Off stride went Haven's Prize. That's going to put Vondra inheriting the second spot. All About Hope sitting there third. Fourth, trying to catch the field, is 10 Times Harder. Then Final Vape and Far Back. They reached the half-mile station, 101 3/5, 30 2, second panel. Head on over to the 5A Supreme Dance, and Sam Widger's looking comfortable on the front end there. He's opened up by 4. Then second is Vondra. Third, All About Hope. Gap of 7. Back to 10 Times Harder. Off stride went Final Vape, and Haven's Prize trails. Headed to the 3/4 pole. It's still Supreme Dance. Up on the outside, All About Hope takes over the second spot and closing in on the leader. 3/4 and 1:33, 1/5. Midway around the final turn, Widger says go, and there goes Supreme Dance opening up again. All About Hope tracking her second. Third is Vondra. Fourth on the outside, Haven's Prize back in the money. Then Final Vape and 10 Times Harder as they come to the wire. Supreme Dance and the Widgeman take the 8th. All About Hope second. Vondra for third. Time the mile, 2:03 3/5.
All right. So I don't know if you could hear Jeremy because of the train going by. I know I couldn't. So 3 Supreme Dance is your 1 to 9 favorite winner. Up for second, the 4 All About Hope. Recent Brian Haynes acquisition on the training end. I do know the mile went in 2:03 2. So not her lifetime best, but yet another win. That puts her at 5 wins for the season and 16 lifetime for trainer, driver, and co-owner Rosie Weaver. So blanket sponsored by Rural King. Unofficially, what I've got is 461-235. Again, with the train going by, I couldn't hear Jeremy to get the fractions. I do know that we did have a time of the mile was 2:03 2. So 3 coming back to the winner's circle. Like I said, 5th time for the year. I don't. So I know I said it's Rosie Weaver, but that don't look like Rosie in the bike. That must have been another driver's change that I did miss. So I apologize for that, because Rosie's so we'll take it up to Jeremy.
King. Results are official for the 8th. Number 1, Haven's Prize 4. The 2, 10 Times Harder 6. 3, Supreme Dance your winner. 4, All About Hope 2. 5, Vondra 3. And 6, final vape. 5. Recheck top down. 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5. 31 and 1 to the quarter. Halftime 101, 3/5. 137 and 1 3/4. Time of the mile 203 3/5.
All right, your winner, 1-9 favorite Supreme Dance, pays $210 to win. The 4, All About Hope, pays $360 to show. So no place tickets on either one. Exacta 3-4, $10.80. The try 3, all $2.10. Again, time of the mile was 2:03 and 2. Not a whole lot of action in that one. They all pretty much stayed straight alignment, and then Sam Widger was the one that caught the drive on that one. Was not Rosie, so I apologize for that. So before we go into the 9th race, what we'll do is we'll take a short break for our sponsors.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Hickory Lane Farm is proud to have bred or produced 3 Dan Patch champions over the last 3 years. Located in Findlay, Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm bred and sold world champion It's Academic. We also co-bred and sold sophomore Breeders' Crown winner Yo Tilly. Our stallion In Range set new sales records at the 2025 Jug Sale and is the sire of Set Your Sights High, who was last season's Dan Patch 2-year-old trotting filly. Find your next champion at the Hickory Lane Farm consignment.
All right, we are back for the 9th race. 2-year-old Colton Gelding, 3rd division for the 2-year-old Colton Gelding pace. Purse $4,063. 5 of them in it. So all of them will be up on the gate. So let's take a quick look at them. Number 1, My Dragon. Brady Clemens, Eric Nesselrode combination for Ryan Householder. 2-year-old gelding out of Fear the Dragon, out of a Rock and Roll Hanover mare, Sherry My Sherry. So I selected purchase for $6,000. So far this year, 1 start, 1 win. Can't get any better than that. Win did come over at Wellston. Had the rail, sat in the pocket to about the 3/4 pole, took the lead, drew away from 9.5 lengths. Time of the mile, 2:07 and 3. Number 2, Lightning Dance. I've got a to be announced, but since it's a Rosie Weaver train, I about bet it's going to be Sam Widger. So, Lightning Dance 2. Rosie Weaver trains and co-owns this with David Jury. This is a dancing Yankee gelding out of a Better's Delight mare, Peanut Butter Shake. 4 starts for the year, 1 second, 2 thirds, 26.51 for the year. This is a Ohio selected purchase of $25,000. Last race was at Carrollton. Finished 3rd. Paced the mile in 2:05. Braden Rhodes in the bike. The 3, RL Bugs Morin. John Raynard co-owns, trains, and drives this one. Neil Lest is the other co-owner. 2-year-old gelding out of Well Said. Always a virgin mare, virgin collars. 1 start for the year. Was 5th place back in Wellston. Paced the mile in 2:11 and 2. Had 2 qualifiers before that up at Scioto, and both miles were 58 and 2. The 4, Stone Creek Beach. Alex Hawk for trainer owner John Hosteller. This is a 2-year-old gelding out of Beechtree, out of Shadow Play Mare Shark Festival. Homebred, 1 start, 1 second for the year, 1,047 on the card. His second came over at Wellston on the 18th. It looked like cut the mile, and then someone got him at the 3/4 pole. Ended up second, paced the mile in 2:05 and 3. Before that, had a qualifier up at Northfield, and he paced that one 2:01 and 4. N5, Mini Monty, Carson Conrad, Steve Carter combination. Owners, Sarasso, TKO Racing Stable, and Steve Carter, all owners of this 2-year-old gelding out of Monty Mickey, Fear the Dragon mare. Remember the Dragon. So the Ohio Select purchase of $55,000. So far for the year, 2 starts, 1 third. That third was his last start over at Wellston. Paced the mile in 2:06. Before that, had a start over at Wilmington, finished 4th. Paced that mile in 2 minutes, 4/5. So right now they're looking at the 3. RL Bugs Moran. John Raynard owns and co-owns, trains and drives this one. Like I said, last line was a 5th place finish over at Wellston, and then 2 qualifiers before that, 58 and 2. Betting public then likes the 1 at 8-1. My Oh My Dragon, the Clemens Nestle Road combination. Only 1 start for the year, had the win, 2-7 and 3. Like I say, looks like pocket trip to come past the half. Got the lead at 3/4 pole and drove away from him. Then you're looking at the 2, the 13-1 Lightning Dance. And I do see Sam on the bike on that one, out there scoring down. So Sam Widger is on the 2 for trainer Rosie Weaver. Looking at this one, last line, 3rd place finish over at Carrollton. Cortland, another 3rd place finish. Marion before that, 4th place finish. Did a qualifier over at Delaware. Paced a mile in 2:02 on that one. And then 2nd place finish over at Paulding. Lightning Dance getting a few starts here midway through the fair season. Then the 4 and the 5, 40-1, 20-1 respectively. 4, Stone Creek Beach. Last race over at Wellston, beaten by 3, 2nd place by Hardy L. 2:05 and 3, mile that he paced it in. Over at Northfield had 2 qualifiers prior to this, July 2nd and July 9th. Paced 2:04 and 2, and then 2:01 and 4. And then Mini Monty. This was a Carson Conrad, Steve Carter combination. Last line's at Wellston at 2:06. Before that was 4th place finished over at Wilmington. Paced a mile in 2 minutes, 4/5. And then the 2 lines before that, July 6th, June 22nd, both qualifiers over at Scioto. 159 and 2 and 158 and 1. So Jeremy calling them all to get together, do the post parade. 5 of them in it, so all 5 on the gate. One place show, Perfecto Wagering. Next try at showing will be the race 11. So we'll take it up to Jeremy for the post parade.
Horses are on the track for the 9th race. 3rd division, the 2-year-old Colton Gelding pays for a purse of $4,063. Number 1, My Oh My Dragon with Brady Clemens. The 2, Lightning Dance with Sam Widger. The 3, RL Bugs Moran, John Renard. The 4, Stone Creek Beach with Alex Hawk. And the 5, Mini Monty, Carson Conrad in the sulky. Horses will be going right to the gate and wager now.
All right. Jeremy got the post parade all done. Again, we're looking at the 3 as the 1-9 favorite. My guess is they looked at the 2 Soda Downs 58-2 lines. That's what they're liking here. So I was looking down through the breeders here on one My Oh My Dragon, Midland Acres. Kind of know that farm a little bit during my high school years. I worked there on the weekends and then worked through the summer. Had Jay Mossbarger, he was the farm manager, so took all the orders from him. And then had Dr. Johnny Mossbarger and Dr. Bob Swartz there. So, good experience for me. My first, other than working for Pops, that was my first full-time job that I got a real paycheck from. Usually during the high school, I'd work on Saturdays and Sundays. And then, like I said, through the summer, I got more days in. Always liked yearling season because they always kept you on your toes. And in high school, I wrestled, so those guys, they always liked me getting in there with the weanlings and getting a halter on them. They said, "Oh, you're just practicing your wrestling moves." So, but no, I enjoyed my time there at Midland Acres. I remember my first day, we're used to the race horses where whenever you bring one out of the barn or anything, you put the lead shank on and you got a hold of them and everything. Well, we went to turn the mare and the babies out. They're like, "Grab that one." So I grabbed the mare. I'm like, "Where's lead shank?" And they kind of chuckled. They're like, "You're not at the fairgrounds, buddy." So I'm like, "Well, what are we going to do with the baby?" They're like, "She'll follow, don't worry." And so I got broke in real quick on that. So they're all getting gathered up here. I see Mike starting to roll. Again, with the 2-year-olds, he's picking them up a little bit closer to the 3/4 pole. So 5 starters, all on the gate. The 3, 1-9 favorite. That's RL Bugs Moran for driver trainer John Raynard. And let's take it up to Jeremy for the call of the 9th.
Third division of the 2-year-old colt and gelding pace. 5 of them are on behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch. Here they come. They're off and pacing from the outside. Stonebrick Beach gets a little rough, but still heads for the front end. My Oh My Dragon along the rail gets away second. Third, Lightning Dance. Fourth, off stride, went Stone Creek Beach. That gives My Oh My inheriting the lead now. Lightning Dance sitting in the pocket second. Third, RL Bugs Moran. Fourth, Mini Monty. And back pacing, Stone Creek Beach. Head on over to the quarter pole. It's My Oh My Dragon coming off the win at Wellston with the lead. They reach to the quarter in 30 3/5. Heading into the far turn. My Oh My Dragon. Brady Clemens calling the shot. Sam Widger, Lightning Dance sitting in there second. Third, RL Bugs Moran. Fourth, Mini Monty. And Stone Creek Beach catches up with the pack. Brady looks over his shoulder to see if anybody's coming yet with My Oh My Dragon. They're in straight alignment as they hit the half time. 102 3/5. 102 and 3 to the half. They head on over to the 5/8. My Oh My Dragon. Nobody's yet to make a move. Lightning Dance still pocketed up for Widger. Third, RL Bugs Moran. He's our 1-5 favorite. He's not made the move yet. Mini Monty is 5th. Fourth, Stone Creek Beach. Head on over to the 3/4 pole. My Oh My Dragon, the Fear of the Dragon. He's starting to open up a little bit. Lightning Dance trying to stay right with him. 3/4 and 134, 1/5. And My Oh My Dragons opened up for Brady Clemens. He's opened up by 5 over Lightning Dance. Coming to the outside third, Mini Monty. 4th, RL Bugs Moran. Top of the stretch, My Oh My Dragon. He is opened up and drawing away. Up for second, Mini Monty. Third is going to be Lightning Dance. Time of the mile, 2:02, 3/5.
All right, race 9, cross the wire. Your winner, 6-1, My Oh My Dragon, Clemens Nestle Road combination. So that gives them their first win for the day. The 5, Mini Monte, up for second. Just did get past Lightning Dance there down the stretch drive. 4 left hard. That was Stone Creek Beach. And then looked like he was going to clear to the top and then decided he didn't want to pace today. So he went off stride. That left My Oh My Dragon and Harriet to lead. Lightning Dance, Sam Widger sat in his pocket second. 3, RL Bugs Moran got away third. Mini Monty fourth. And then they pretty much stayed there. But the only one that made the move was the 5, Mini Monty. Carson pulled him about 3/4 pole and did get past 2 horses. Got up for second. But My Oh My Dragon pulls away for the win. That makes his second start, second win. Again, he's batting 1,000 right now. So his last start was over at Wellston. Got the win. This one comes off the rail again, goes wire to wire for him. Again, as Brady Clemens, Eric Nestle Road combination. Time of the mile was 2:02, 3/5, which is a new lifetime mark. So let's take it up to Jeremy.
The 2-year-old Colton Gelding pace, number 1, My Oh My Dragon. Fear the Dragon, out of the Rock and Roll Hanover mare, Sherry My Sherry. Ryan Householder owns, Eric Nestle Road trains, Brady Clemens in the sulky. Makes her 2 for 2 in 2026. Blanket, sponsored by MJ Farms. Results are official for the 9th. Number 1, My Oh My Dragon, your winner. Number 2, Lightning Dance, 3. The 3, RL Bugs Moran, 5. The 4, Stone Creek Beach, 4. And the 5, Carson Conrad, or 5, Mini Monty, 2. Recheck top down, 135, 4-2. 30 and 3 to the quarter, 102 and 3 to the half, 134 and 1 3/4. Time of the mile, 2:02, 3/5. 10th race coming up. 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trot, 3rd division. No changes. Win place, exacta wagering. No show wagering in the 10th. Barn area, let's go ahead and bring them out.
All right, 9th race in the books. 1, 3, 5, 4, 2. Official top down. Exacta 1-5, $49.60. That's the jackpot here at the Pike County Fair. The 1 pays $14.40 to win. 210, 210. The 5, 210, 210. All right, before we head into the 10th race, we take a short break. Word for our sponsors.
Once a year, the greatest converge. 12 championship races, over $7 million on the line. History will be made. Legends will rise. In October 2026, Scioto Downs becomes the venue where speed meets destiny. The Breeders' Crown, Harness Racing's ultimate showdown. It all comes down to the Breeders' Crown.
Do you love horses and the outdoors? There are hundreds of immediate openings across Ohio for caretakers and grooms. Work with these beautiful animals every day. Health insurance, vision care, prescription benefits, and a retirement plan are available to those that qualify. Help care for these beautiful animals. Immediate openings across Ohio. For more information, visit OhioHorseJobs.com. That's OhioHorseJobs.com.
All right, we are back. 10th race. Third division, 2-year-old Colton Gelding trot. Purse $5,067. Trophy by Ohio Valley Veneer. As I'm sitting here watching the YouTube live, trying to keep up with everybody's comments, and then Jeremy just texts me. He goes, "How you doing down there?" So I could probably give him a thumbs up and he'd understand it's all good, but I'll just keep him in suspense for a little while. But now we got 4 in this division, so they're only doing a win place perfecto on this race. So we got number 1, Candyland ATM. Latterick Huggins in bike for Rashawn Trigg. Owner Edward Earl Thomas. 2-year-old colt out of Centurion ATM. Out of a Sebastian K.S. mare, Habanero K. 1 start for the year. That was a 6th place finish over at Wellston. The 2, Sugar Snap. Derek Waterker gets the services of David Miller for Marty Troyer owner. 2-year-old colt out of Rich Image, out of a Cash Hall mare, Sugary. 2 starts for the year, 760 on the card, and that's 2 5th-place finishes. The 3, Dublin's Omar. Alex Hawk for Shelby Cheadle. Richard Owings, the owner. 2-year-old gelding out of Coach K. Hanover, out of a Cadabra mare, Rose Run Roxanne. Setting perfect for the year. 1 start, 1 win. Over at Wellston, mark 213 and 3. The 4, Rumbling Republic. Driver change to Sam Widger would be my guess. This is a Rosie Weaver train gelding out of Global Republic S. I have a Chip Chip Hoorah mare, Fantasies Chip Chip. Heartland Acres is the owner. 2 starts, $183 on the card. Last race was over at Carrollton, 6th place finish. Only 4 in race 10, 3rd division, 2-year-old Colton Gelding trot. I know Jeremy checking on me. He says it's probably harder to call a 4-horse race than it is an 8-horse race. He said because the 4-horse, usually not much action, and you're trying to keep everybody informed, entertained. Like 8-horse, there's so much going on, so you don't have any trouble calling that race. But out of the 4 here, the favorite, the 3, 1-9, Dublin's Omar. Only one in here with a win, and that was over at Wellston. Look like we got a trainer change. Mike Sowers was the trainer over at Wellston. Right now, we got Shelby Cheadle down as the trainer for this one. This was a Ohio Select purchase of $7,000 out of a Dublin Valley farm breeder. So he's got $3,375 on his card. So he is the 1-9 favorite. The next one the public is betting is the 4, Rumbling Republic, the Rosie Weaver train. 1 start at Carrollton, had a break there before the half, and finished 6th. And the start before that was at Marion. Had another break there behind the gate, ended up 5th. So did get a check on that one. And then the 1 and the 2 both are at 14-1. The 1 is Candyland ATM with Laderick Huggins. Rashawn Trigg trains. Only start over at Wellston. Started out of the 2nd tier. And shows a couple X's there beside that. So looked like he run before and after the start. This was a Buckeye Classic purchase of $5,000. Out of the Nutson Trotting Incorporated out of Florida. Then 2, Sugar Snap. Derek Wadaker for trainer David Miller. 2 starts for this one. One at Carrollton, last one out, 5th place for the check. And then on the 18th, raced at Wellston, also 5th place check. Both times run before the start. This one was a farm homebred by Marty Troyer. So here we go for the post parade. Send it up to Jeremy.
Horses are on the track for the 10th race. 3rd division of the 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trot. Number 1, Candyland ATM with Laderick Huggins. The 2, Sugar Snap with Derek Wadaker. The 3, Dublin's Omar, will get Alex Hawk. And the 4, parading the right way of the track, will be Rumbling Republic, Sam Widger in the sulky. Win place perfecta wager in this race. Horses will be going right to the starting gate. Wager early.
All right, post parade done and over with. Sam decides he wanted to go the other way of the track. I don't know if that was Sam's choice or just the horse's choice. Sometimes these 2-year-olds can be a little, have a mind of their own, we'll say. So, got a 4-horse field on this one. 3 is the only one that's got a win on the card. Actually, the only one that's hit the board so far. All the other horses have a 5th place, 6th place finishes on their lines. 2 of them have 2 starts. 2 of them only have 1 start. So, odds really haven't changed. They're still looking at the 1-9 3, 6-1 on the 4, 14-1 on the 1 and 2. I know I told this yesterday. We were me and Athena Lowe, Mike Lowe's daughter. One, if she's listening, thank you for helping out and making this more than just a one-sided conversation. Been trying to get people come up here and chit-chat with me, and they're all a little, we'll say camera shy, even though we're not on camera. But no, Mom was here yesterday and was listening to the story too, and she was just nodding, shaking her head, yeah. See Richard Owings in here, and that's what reminded me about this story was Dad had to work, so he had Earl Owings drive a 3-year-old filly trotter for us, Fancy Brandy. She was a homebred. Vernon Havens was the owner, and he would always name all the babies that he'd have out of for his kids and his grandkids, and that one was his daughter Brandy. So we come down here to Pike then, 3-year-old, and Earl warms up for us because I think I was 13, 14 years old, so I'd jog that filly every now and again, but Earl said he wanted to warm her up, kind of get the feel of her, so he warmed her up, come in, he said, boys, you got a jawbreaker for the right side? I'm like, what are you talking about, Earl? So he said, I'll be back. So he come back, put the jawbreaker on the right side, so drove her a little bit better, and she win. So went home, told Dad, like, yeah, man, Earl put jawbreaker on, we won. So Dad had to go on and buy a jawbreaker because that was one piece he didn't have in his tack room. So horses are in on the far turn. Let's take it up to Jeremy for the call of the 10th.
10th race, 2-year-old Colton Gelding trotters are on behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch. Here they come. The 1 and 2's on a break. And they're off. Dublin's Omar going out for the lead. On the outside, Rumbling Republic. Down back trotting third is Sugar Snap. And down trotting fourth, Candy Lamb ATM. They're playing a little hardball on the front end in the first turn. Dublin's Omar wants to lead. So did Rumbling Republic, but Widger's going to wrangle him back into second. It's far back to the third place, Candy Lamb ATM. And Sugar Snap trails. Off stride went Rumbling Republic. So that leaves Dublin's Omar all by himself on the front end. So he reaches the quarter in 32 1/5. Down back trotting is Rumbling Republic. Big gap back to Candyland ATM third. And off stride fourth again, Sugar Snap. So he heads on to the front stretch for the first time. Alex Hawk, he's looking for 2 in a row with the Coach K Hanover gelding. Dublin's Omar leads by about 15 lengths. Widger trying to get Rumbling Republic back into it. He's got him rolling past a half here. Halftime, 105, 3/5. Sitting third, Candyland ATM. Trailing field, Sugar Snap. Trotters all spread out in this race, but we got Dublin's Omar and Alex Hawk on the front end. He's sitting chilly, but here comes Rumbling Republic. Widger's got him in gear. Going to try to catch Alex sleeping here. Head on to the 3/4 pole. Dublin's Omar out on a leisurely stroll, but Rumbling Republic went right on by. At the 3/4 pole, Rumbling Republic on the outside. Dublin's Omar wakes up 3/4 in 140 2/5. We got a horse race now in the midway in the final turn. On the inside, Dublin's Omar battles back Rumbling Republic on the outside. They hit the top of the stretch. It's a 2-horse race from here. Dublin's Omar on the inside, Rumbling Republic on the outside. They're battling. It's going to be close. We're going to have to go to the photo. Looks like maybe Dublin's Omar gets up for the win. Time the mile, 2:11 flat.
All right. Well, we still got the third place horse just now crossed the wire, and we are waiting on Sugar Snap for him to come across the wire. 4-horse race. It really wasn't a race to about the 3/4 pole. Big lead for Alex. 1-9 favorite. The other 3 decided they wanted to take a skip. So Alex got a big lead and almost caught him sleeping. Of course, sometimes, if horse don't have nobody around, they're going to, kind of ease up a little bit. And it seemed like what Dublin's Omar did. And then when Sam caught up to him and got to the outside, that's when he woke up a little bit and was like, hey, I got a race now. So it was a pretty good battle last quarter, stride for stride, everything. So got the 3 coming back to the winner's circle. Shelby Cheadle trained Dublin's Omar. Time of the mile, new lifetime mark, 2:11. So it was close. We'll take it up to Jeremy for the winner's circle.
Dublin's Omar, 2-year-old gelding by Coach K Hanover out of the Cadabra mare Rose Run Roxanne. Richard Owings owns Shelby Cheadle trains Alex Hawk. Gets his second victory of the day, making it 2 in a row for Dublin's Omar. Trophy sponsored by the Ohio Valley Veneer Association. Results are official for the 10th. Number 1, Candyland ATM 3. Number 2, Sugar Snap 4. Number 3, Dublin's Omar, your winner. And number 4, Rumbling Republic 2. Recheck top down 3-4, 1-2. 32 and 1 to the quarter, 105 and 3 to the half. 3 quarters and 140 and 2. Time of the mile 2:11. 11th race coming up. Third division of the 3-year-old trotting fillies. There's no changes. Let's go ahead and bring them on out.
All right, official results. Exacta 3 off, 620. 3 pays $2.10 to win. He was your 1-9 favorite. Official order: 1, Candyland ATM 3. 2, Sugar Snap 4. 3, Dublin's Omar, your race winner. 4, Rumbling Republic 2. 3-4, 1-2, 32 and 1. 105 and 3. 140, 2/5 seconds at the 3/4. Time of the mile, lifetime mark for Dublin's Omar, 2 minutes, 11 seconds. That's the 10th. We get ready to head to the 11th. Before we do so, let's hear a word from our sponsors.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
They're often racing in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. Catch the excitement of Ohio harness racing at one of the county fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. For over 150 years, people have gathered at county fairs to cheer on their favorite racehorses. Keep the tradition alive. Visit one of the 10 fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit this summer. Horses, racing, and winning. It's the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. 10 great fairs in southeastern Ohio.
All right, back here for the 11th. So we got the 11th, 12th, 13th to go. Third division, 3-year-old filly trotters. Purse $5,050. Trophy by Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. 6 horses in this one. Number 1, Judy's Mission, Brady Clemens, for trainer Philip Swatzel. Judith Meyer owns 3-year-old filly out of Mission Accepted, out of a Train for the Future mare, Emmeline's Future. 1 start, 1 win. That came over at Wellston on the 18th. Pulled away 5.5 at the wire for time of the mile, 2:10, 2/5. 2, Rosie Weaver, Go Get the Money. More than likely, if I was a betting man, I haven't betted today yet, but I figure Sam will be on this one. Rosie trains and owns this one. 3-year-old filly out of Ready for Money, out of Andover Hall mare Habit of Creature. 1 start for the year, 1 third, $582. That start was on the 21st over at Carrollton. 3rd place finish, trotted the mile 2:6 and 4. 3, Remy Instead. Got Brady Clemens down. I'm sure there is a change on that. Brady is down on the 1 and the 3. So it's 3-year-old filly out of Volstead, out of a Credit Winner mare, Lugetta Hanover. Jacob H. Miller trains and owns. Looks like this one is a homebred. 14 starts, 2 seconds. 2 thirds, $12,000 for the year. Last start was a 5th place finish over at Carrollton. 4, Dublin's Louise, Alex Hawk, Shelby Cheadle, owner Richard Owens. This trio is looking to go back-to-back here at the Pike County Fair, as they were the winners of the 10th race. This $5,000 purchase out of Enterprise, out of a Cantab Hall mare, Little Havana. 3 starts for the year, yet to hit the tote board. A little over 1,200 on her card. Last start was Wednesday over at Washington Courthouse. Made a break and ended up 5th. Time of her mile was 2:10. 5, Lady Lena for Carson Conrad. Steve Carter trains, part-time stable, the owner. This muscle up the Gold Filly is out of a Chapter 7 mare, Chapter of Love. 10 starts for the year, 3 wins, 1 second, 1 third. Just a tick short of 16,000 on her card. Got a 155-3 mark up at Scioto Downs. Last race was Scioto in the Buckeye Claiming Series. Had ended up 4th. 157-2 was the mile she trotted it in. Rounding out the field, the 6, Hang Tight, Honey Ale, Hank Levan. Hank Levan trains, Levan Stables. Darmaphile Racing Enterprises, Hurley Racing, M. Levan, owners. This is a 30,000 Lexington Select purchase. In range out of a Father Patrick mare, Mother Lynn. 13 starts for the year. 1 win. 3 seconds. 3 thirds. 13,866 on her card. This year's mark is 204 over at Circleville. Her last start was on 723 at Bucyrus. Was second place finish. Trotted mile in 58-2. So that's your field. 6 of them. 5 will be on the gate. 6 will be the trailer. So right now, the betting public likes the 1. Judy's Mission at 1-2. And then the 6, 3-5. Hang Tight, Honey Ale. This is a one-place show. Perfecta Trifecta wagering. 3rd division, 3-year-old filly trot. They got 5 out, waiting on 1 more. So I do know Brady Clemens is down on the 1 and the 3. So we got to figure out who's taking the Christian. Which one? 3. All right. I'm going to get that guy up here on the broadcast. Don't know who he is, but he just helped me out here. So he said Christian Myers is on the 3, Remy instead. All right, so waiting here to post parade. 6 of them in this one. Still liking the 1 and the 6. So let's go down. 1 only has 1 lifetime start. Again, this is 3-year-old filly trotters, so the 1 lifetime start is a win over at Wellston. The 2, Go Get the Money, is Sam Widger will be on the bike for trainer Rosie Weaver. We'll take it up to Jeremy for the post parade.
Horses are on the track for the 11th race. 3rd division of the 3-year-old filly trot for a purse of $5,050. Number 1, Judy's Mission with Brady Clemens. The 2, Go Get the Money with Sam Widger. The 3, Remy Instead with Christian Myers now. The 4, Dublin's Louise, Alex Hawk. The 5, Lady Lena, Carson Conrad. And the 6, Hang Tight, Honey Ale, Hank Levan in the sulky. Win Place Show Perfecta Trifecta wagering on the 11th. Horses will be going right to the starting gate. Wager early. Barn area, let's be getting them ready for the 12th. Get them ready for the 12th, barn area.
All right, let's take a look at the 2 here. Go Get the Money. Sam Widger gets the catch drive for Rosie Weaver. Only 1 start for the year. Has had 2 qualifiers over at the Meadows down in April. Trotted both those miles, 2:01 and 2, 2:01 and 4. Year before that, 16 starts, 1 win, 6 seconds, 3 thirds. Made $20,500 back in 2025. Has lifetime mark as a 2-year-old at 206-2 at Old Washington. 3, Remy Instead. Christian Myers gets the call for this one. Looking at her, of course, last race over at Carrollton, 5th place finish. Before that, raced up she's had 3 starts in the Buckeye Stallion Series. Has yet to get a check there. 7th place, 6th, and 9th. Shows only 1 break out of them 3, so she's staying trotting. Other than that, she's been up at Scioto racing fillies and mares, non-winners of 1. Hasn't got checks in those either, so that's what I show up to about May 25th. She does have 14 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds, so she's been racing quite a bit this year. To have 12,000 on her card. Her lifetime mark was a 2-year-old over at Wellston, 213-3. 4, Dublin's Louise, Alex Hawk, Shelby Cheadle. Last start over at Washington Courthouse, 5th place finish. Looks like she's been racing at the fairs this year. Wellston and Circleville, both of them 4th place finishes. Did have a qualifier up at Scioto, but did run about the 3/4 pole. Last year, 15 starts, 3 wins, 4 seconds, 3 thirds, just under 27,000 as a 2-year-old, and she took a mark of 204-3 over at McConnellsville as a 2-year-old. 5, Lady Lena. Last start at the Buckeye Claiming Series, 4th place finish with Austin Hanners in the bike. Before that, it's had 2 other fair starts, one in Wilmington and one at Circleville, both of them winners, 2 minutes in the 5th, 2:01-2. She did win a non-winners of 1 up at Scioto, and 55-3, where she got her lifetime mark at. Then Hang Tight, Honey L. Looks like everything's been fairs except for 1 line on 7-7, where she ran non-winners of 2 up at Scioto, finished 3rd in a mile, 55-4. So these 3-year-old filly trotters are all in behind the gate. We'll take it up to Jeremy for the call of the race.
Old trotting fillies are on behind the gate. We got 5 of them on the wings, 1 trailer. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and trotting a good start. All of them going out for the lead. Judy's Mission trying to protect position. Go get the money out there. But there goes Remy Instead and Christian Myers. He wants to lead off stride. Went Dublin's Louise getting away 3rd. Go get the money 4th. Lady Lena off stride was Dublin's Louise and Hang Tight Honey L trails. They get things sorted out going to the quarter pole. Christian Myers, he puts Remy Instead on the front end. Judy's Mission and Brady Clemens is going to take the pocket trip. They reach to the quarter in 28 3/5. Sitting there 3rd is Sam Widger. Go get the money. 4th, Lady Lena. 5th, Hang Tight Honey L trying to catch the pack and back trotting Dublin's Louise. They head in front of the stretch for the first time in front of the stands and the fans. Oh, here comes Go Get the Money. Widger with a big rush trying to get clear of Remy Instead, trying to follow that covers Lady Lena. And Widger clears Go Get the Money. She's got the lead now. Remy Instead 2nd. On the outside 3rd is Lady Lena. 4th, they reach to the half, 59 4/5. Flip down past the 5/8 to the backside. Lady Lena, she's going right after. Go Get the Money. Widger pops the plugs and tries to answer the call, but Lady Lena on the outside. Go Get the Money on the inside, trying to get back into it. Judy's Mission. Here comes Hang Tight Honey L. They reach 3/4, 129 flat. Midway around the final turn, it's still Go Get the Money. She answered the call of Lady Lena. Hang tight, Honey L. Hank Levan's trying to rally from the back. They hit to the top of the stretch. Go Get the Money and Widger. Here comes Hang Tight, Honey L. She's coming on the outside. Go Get the Money. She needs to wire, but it's going to be Hang Tight, Honey L, giving Hank his third of the day. Time of the mile, 2 minutes flat.
All right, that was a more exciting second half than it was the first half, that was for sure. Looked like Hang Tight Honey L, who miscued behind the gate, got settled back in and steadily moved her way up. 3 left pretty hard. 1, Brady Clemens decided to set the pocket, and then Sam tucked in behind him, so it was 3-1-2 at the quarter pole. Half comes, Sam pulls, clears past the half. 5 follows him. The 2-5 started battling down about the 3-quarter pole. Coming around the turn, Hank with Hang Tight Honey L comes 3 wide, made it a 3-horse race down to the wire. And Hang Tight Honey L looked like just did get the neck out front to beat the 2, Go Get the Money, and Sam Widger. So, Hang Tight Honey L, even money, 1-1. And 2 was at 10-1. So, waiting on Jeremy to call the winner's circle here. Time of the mile, 2 minutes flat.
Circle of the 11th race, number 6, Hang Tight Honey L. 3-year-old filly by in range out of Father Patrick Mare, Mother Lynn, Levan Stables, Dharmaful Racing, Enterprises, Hurley Racing, and M. Levan owned Hank Levan Trains and Drives, giving Hang Tight Honey L her second win of the season. Trophy sponsored by Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Results are official for the 11th. Number 1, Judy's Mission, 4. 2, Go Get the Money, 2. 3, Remy Instead, 5. 4, Dublin's Louise, 6. 5, Lady Lena, 3. And 6, Hang Tight Honey L, your winner. Recheck top down, 4-2-5, 6-3-1, 28-3 to the quarter, 59-4 to the half. 3 quarters is 1:29. Time of the mile, 2 minutes. 12th race coming up. 4th division of the 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pace. There's 4 of you. Let's bring them on out.
All right, official. Judy's Mission, 4. Go Get the Money, 2. Remy Instead, 5. Dublin's Louise, 6. Lady Lena, 3. Hang Tight Honey L, the win. 4-2, 5-6, 3-1. Did miss the quarter. Halftime 59-4, 129, 3 quarters, 2 minutes flat for your winner, Hang Tight Honey L. And that gives Hank 3 wins today, making his total 7 for the 2 days. He's got 7 training wins as well. Getting ready to go to the 12th. We only got, let me get the paper turned, 4 of them in it. 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pace, 4th division. So we'll go to our sponsors, and when we come back, we'll check these 4 guys out.
Feel the thunder, experience the speed, witness the excitement of Ohio Harness Racing. Ohio is home to 4 pari-mutuel tracks with exciting action at Northfield Park, Scioto Downs, Miami Valley Gaming and Racing, and Dayton Raceway. Plus racing at 66 county and independent fairs statewide. From legendary events like the Little Brown Jug to the Dayton Racing Derby, Battle of Lake Erie, and Next Generation Stakes, Ohio is where champions race. The speed, the tradition, the excitement. Don't just watch it, be a part of it. Race Ohio, it's your best bet.
Welcome back, Pike County Fair. In case you haven't heard, train in the background again. I think that's what, third or fourth one. It's the third one come by today. So yeah, we are on the 12th race. We got one more after this one. 12th race, 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pace, 4th division, $4,063 purse. Trophy presented in memory of John Foster. Number 1, Misach. Alex Hawk for Travis Redden. Reagan Redden, the owner. 2-year-old colt out of Western Fame, out of Dragon Again Mare, Hanover. One start for the year. That was over at Wellston. 4th place finish with Alex in the bike, $418. This was a BHS sale for $3,500. Number 2, VH Dancing Guy. David Young in the bike for owner-trainer Tim Van Horn. 2-year-old gelding out of Dancing Yankee. Of a Cam's Card Shark Mare, Southwind Sugar. Sorry about that. 2026, we've got 3 starts, 1 win, and 1 third. $4,037 on the card. Only win came back on the last start over at Carrollton on the 21st. Gate to wire. Time of the mile, 2:03 2/5. The 3, Sweet Lather Up. Brady Clemens, Eric Nesselrode combination. Tom Bush, the owner. 2-year-old gelding out of Lather Up, out of All-American Native Mare Sweet June. 1 start, 1 third. Only start was over at Wellston, 7:18. Again, 3rd place finish. Paced that mile, 2:04 and 4. Rounding out the field, 4, Raymond L. You guessed it, Hank Levan. Drives, trains, Levan Stables, Megan Levan owners. 2-year-old gelding, Summa Cum Laude, out of Artificial Mare. Shake What Mama Gave You. 3 starts. Has yet to get a check. All 3 starts, 6th place, 6th place, 6th place. Has had a race time 2:06 and 3 over at Hilliard's. So this is a win place perfecta race. Right now, betting public likes the 1 at 3-5. Misach, Wellston, 4th place finish for Alex Hawk. Trainer Travis Redden. You don't know Travis. A lot of people know Travis. So he's at Washington Courthouse, which was my hometown, where Dad and my Uncle Keith Haynes trained out of. Travis, he really great guy. Do anything in the world to help you out. Of course, he can tell some whoppers of a story, though. I promise you that. But yeah, he has a few, couple raceway horses, and then gets it down here for the fairs. Then they're looking at the 3, Sweet Lather Up at 7-5. Again, only start over at Wellston. Did beat Misach. Sweet Lather Up was 3rd. Misach was 4th. He did pace his mile 2:04 and 4. This was a Buckeye Classic purchase at $7,000 for Tom Bush. They got all 4 of them in the first turn, getting them ready to post parade. Once Jeremy starts that, we'll send it up to him. So 4 here, all 4 on the gate, 1 place perfecta, and we'll send it up to Jeremy for the post parade.
Horses are on the track, parading the post for today's 12th race, 4th division, the 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pace, for a purse of $4,063. Number 1, Meshack with Alex Hawk. The 2, VH Dancing Guy, David Young II. The 3, Sweet Lather Up with Brady Clemens. And the 4, Raymond L. Hank Levan in the sulky. Horses will be going right to the starting gate. Wager early. Don't be shut out.
Parade over with here. 4 horses in this 4th division, 2-year-old Colton Gelding pace. Good thing about 4-horse field, everybody's going to get a check. Bad part about having 4 divisions, that purse ain't quite as good as some of the other classes that we got. So a little bit even on the tote board now. They still like the 1, Alex. Even money. They got the 2 and the 3 at 2-1, and then the 4 at 9-1. So let's look at the 2. VH Dancing Guy. Last race was a wire-to-wire win at Carrollton by 6 3/4 lengths. Time of the mile 2:03 and 2. Before that, raced over at Wellston. 5th place finish, looked like made a break, topped the stretch. Before that, was in a 2-year-old qualifier up at Scioto, paced that mile in 1:59, and then had, looks like, first start over at Circleville, 3rd place finish, 2:07 and 1. And then before that one, had another qualifier up at Scioto, paced that one 2:02, last quarter 29 and 1. Looking at the other Scioto qualifier, that he went in 59 flat in, last quarter was 28 seconds. So it looked like Trevor had him revved up there on the back end of it. So looking at the 4, Raymond L. 3 starts for the year, Hilliard, Bellefontaine, Marion. Looks like still trying to get this one figured out. Been distance all 3 times. Did pace 2:06 and 3 last time out over at Hilliard's. He's staying pacing, so he's not making any breaks. Best last quarter for this one was 32 and 3. So Mike's got the gate open, got him called. So they're getting lined up, heading to the gate. All right, gate is now rolling. So let's take it up to Jeremy for the call of the 12th.
Short field of 4 for the 12th race. 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers are all in behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch. Here they come. Two's on a break. They're off and pacing. Sweet lather up. Brady Clemens going for the lead. Meshach and Alex Hawk trying to protect position there. Getting away 3rd. VH Dancing Guy. 4th. Raymond L. They head on through the first turn. Sweet lather up and Brady Clemens are going to call the shots in this one. Meshach going to take the pocket trip for Alex Hawk. It's a gap of 6 back to VH Dancing Guy who's trying to reel him in. Then Raymond L. trails the field. Head on over to the quarter pole. Sweet lather up and Brady Clemens trying to rate the mile here. They reach the quarter in 30 and 4/5. Setting second, Meshach, Alex Hawk. 3rd, catching them up, VH Dancing Guy, and reeling them in, Raymond L. Head on over to the 3A station. Sweet lather up, looking for his first win of the season. Sitting second, Meshach, also looking for a win here in 2026. VH Dancing Guy sitting 3rd. He's coming off of a win at Carrollton. Raymond L. looking for his first win of the season. They go past the half, 103. 2/5. Easy second panel there for our leader. Sweet lather up. Meshach sitting second. Here comes VH Dancing Guy. David Young's pulled on that right line, trying to get up to the leader. Brady Clemens, he's trying to answer before he gets up to him. They reach the backside. Off stride went Meshach. It's sweet lather up, Brady Clemens. VH Dancing Guy trying to reel him in at the 3/4. third, Raymond L. and back pacing Meshack. They reached 3/4 in 1:34 flat. Midway around the final turn, Sweet Lather Up's got the lead. VH Dancing Guide trying to get to him, but can only get to his wheel. It's a gap 8 back to Raymond L. Turn for home. Sweet Lather Up with the lead. VH Dancing Guide just not going to get to him today. Sweet Lather Up gives Brady Clemens his second of the day. Second, VH Dancing Guide. Third, Raymond L. Time of the mile, 2:02, 1/5.
All right, race 12 in the books. 4th Division, 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pace. Trophy presented in memory of John Foster. So, betting favorite, 3-2. Sweet Lather Up. Takes the win here. Took the lead right out of the gate. 3-1-2-4 is how they kind of set up. No movement until past the half, going in the third turn there. David Young pulls VH Dancing Guy. Kind of got up to him. Then the one, Mishach, decided misbehaved down the backside, so he ended up running. Then coming down the stretch, about as far as he can, David VH Dancing Guy could get up to Brady Clemens and Sweet Lather Up, was about to the wheel, and then after that he just pulled away. So unofficially 3-2-4-1. Time of the mile 2:02, 1/5. A lifetime mark. First win for Sweet Lather Up. This gives Brady Clemens and Eric Nesselrod second win for the day. Waiting on him, bringing back to the winner's circle. Quarter 30-4. Halftime 103-2. 3/4 134. Time of the mile 2:02, 1/5. First win for Sweet Lather Up. Looked like Brady kind of put the brakes on that second panel. Go from 30-4 to 103-2. And then 28-1 last quarter. So I believe that's when Brady said, all right, time to hit the gas again. Like I said, we'll take it up to Jeremy for the winner's circle.
Sweet Lather Up. 2-year-old gelding by Lather Up out of the All-American Native Mare Sweet June. Tom Bush owns. Eric Nesselrode trains Brady Clemens in the sulky, giving Sweet Lather Up his first lifetime win. Trophy presented in memory of John Foster. Results are official for the 12th. Number 1, Meshack 4. 2, VH Dancing Guide 2. 3, Sweet Lather Up, your winner. 4, Raymond L 3. 30-4 to the quarter. 103-2 to the half. 134 3/4. Time of the mile 2:02, 1/5. 13th and finale coming up. No changes. Win place perfecto wagering only. Barn area. Let's go ahead and bring them out for the finale.
All right. 12th in the books. Sweet Lather Up, 3. Brady Clemens, Eric Nesselrode combination. Second win of the day. So now we are at the finale. The free-for-all pace, 13th, purse 1,200. Before we get into these 4 horses, we'll take one last break for our sponsors.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
All right, we are back for the 13th and final. Just checked my phone here, and Patricia said, "What's a jawbreaker?" So, I know that's not the technical term for it, but that's the one that Earl used. It goes on a regular snapple bit, just goes up underneath the horse's chin and extended out to the right more, so we'd have a little bit more leverage because she was on the right line a little bit, so that gave Earl a little bit more leverage to help guide her around the track. And then as far as the temperature here, I'd say probably low 80s. Tom's nodding his head, yeah. So, oh, he's checking now. 84 here at the Pike County Fair for the last race. So, and then Bob Custer, Nevada. Hey, appreciate everything. Yep, Patricia, thank you for the tuning in and chit-chatting with me. All right, 13th, free-for-all pace. Purse $1,200 trophy presented in memory of Joe Andre by the Richard Noggins Pub. Number 1, Ithaca Hanover. David Young drives and trains this one for Chief Daddy Racing LLC. This 6-year-old gelding's out of Sweet Lou, out of some beach somewhere, mare Ivy League. So far, 2026, 19 starts, 1 win, 3 seconds, 3 thirds, $9,465. Has a mark this year at Carrollton of 2 minutes, 3 fifths. Lifetime, 111 starts, 13 wins, 13 seconds, 16 thirds, 105,000 total, and a mark of 152 and 2. We'll take it up to Jeremy for the post parade.
Horses are on the track parading the post for the 13th race. The free-for-all pace for a purse of $1,200. Number 1, Ithaca Hanover with David Young II. The 2, Dragon Medicine with Shelby Cheadle. The 3, Captain Dolmio with Parker Smith. And the 4, Sweet Illusion, Andre Nard and Salky. Horses be going right to the gate. Win, place, perfecto wagering only. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
All right, let's look at the 2, Dragon Medicine. Shelby Cheadle drives and trains this one for Richard Owings. 5-year-old gelding out of Fear of the Dragon. Jenna's Beach Boy mare, Modern Medicine. 2026 campaign, 9 starts, 1 win, 2 thirds, 4,600 on the card. Then 1 come at Scioto and 153. 3, Captain Dolmio in. Parker Smith owns and drives this one. Tammy Hartman is the trainer. 15-year-old gelding out of Grin from Ear to Ear out of a Cap Rock mare, Kate Rocks. First start for 2026. Lifetime, 247 starts, 36 wins, 37 second, 31 third, 391,000 on the card. And record at 8 years old, 151 and 2 over at Hoosier Park. 4, Sweet Illusion. Andre Naird drives and trains for Wadaker Racing out of Zanesville, Ohio. 5-year-old mare, Sweet Lou, out of the Ponderosa mare, Rose Run Skylar. 2026 campaign, 17 starts, 7 wins, 3 seconds, 1 third. Tick under 89,000 for the year. Record 152 up at Northfield. That's your field for the 13th race. Right now, betting favorite, the 2, Dragon Medicine, Shelby Cheadle. Been racing up at Scioto, horse and geldings. Non-winners of 2,000 last 4, non-winners of 1,000 last 4. Just been kind of hanging around that classification right now. Last start, 3rd, paced a mile 52 and 4. Start before that, had a win 53 with Brett Miller in the bike. Then the 1, Ithaca Hanover, 4-1. Last start, free for all over at Carrollton, win that one by half a length, 2 minutes 3/5. Been racing past 2 at Northfield, non-winners 2,500, non-winners 1,500, 5th place, 7th place, and then up in Scioto, 6,000 claimers, pacing around 54 miles there. And then Sweet Illusion, Filly and Mare Open up at Northfield. 3 wins out of the last 6 races, 2 seconds and a 6th. So these are all in behind the gate. So let's take it up to Jeremy for the final.
26th Pike County Fair, the free-for-all pace, Ithaca Hanover, Dragon Medicine, Captain Domio, Sweet Illusion are all behind the gate. Here they come. They're off and pacing from the inside. Ithaca Hanover looks to protect position. Dragon Medicine going to drop in the 2-hole. Captain Domio getting away 3rd, and Sweet Illusion trails the field. Head on over to the backside for the first time. Ithaca Hanover, David Young wants to call the shots, but Andre Nard says, no, I want it. He was 4th, was 3rd, was 2nd, and going right on after the leader. Ithaca Hanover sitting 3rd now. Dragon Medicine 4th. Captain Domio as they head past the opening quarter in 29 3/5. Sweet Illusion captures the lead. Sitting there 2nd now. Ithaca Hanover, your 1-5 favorite. Dragon Medicine 3rd. Captain Domio 4th. Head in front of the stands for the first time. The 5-year-old mare, Sweet Illusion's got the lead. Ithaca Hanover 2nd. Here comes Dragon Medicine for Shelby Cheadle. He's up on the outside going right after the leader. Halftime 58 4/5. They head on over to the 5A station. It's Sweet Illusion with the lead. Ithaca Hanover in the pocket, nose to helmet on the outside. It's Dragon Medicine. He was 3rd, was 2nd. Now going right after the leader, getting his cover. Captain Domio, they head down to 3/4. Sweet Illusion answers the calls. Andre pops the plugs on her, opens up by 2. They hit to the 3/4 pole. It's still Sweet Illusion, 3/4 and 129 flat. Moving up the rail now to be 2nd is Ithaca Hanover. He's going to try get to the leader. Dropping back 3rd, Dragon Medicine 4th, Captain Domio. They hit the top of the stretch. Sweet Illusion, he's had every call so far. Sweet Illusion with the lead. Ithaca Hanover trying to get to him, but Andre says, nope, I tucked the whip. It's Sweet Illusion for the win. 2nd, Ithaca Hanover. 3rd, Dragon Medicine. Time of the mile, 1:57 3/5.
All right, Sweet Illusion goes from the Fillies and Mares Open Handicap up at Northfield to come down here to Pike County Fair and win the free-for-all pace. She got away 4th, and Andre didn't waste no time. Come out backside and took the lead. Had it by the quarter pole, and then just really no challenge. 2, Shelby with the favorite. Dragon Medicine tried to come at him. He pulled at just past the quarter pole and really didn't get up to him. So this mare is a really nice mare. Only 5-year-old, already got 205,000 on her card. Lifetime mark last year as a 4-year-old, 151 up at Scioto. So yeah, this is a pretty nice mare coming down here to the free-for-all and taking the win for Andre Narrett and Waterker Racing out of Zanesville. Results are already official. 4 all, $4. 4 pays $6.20, $2.10. The 1, $2.10 to place. Time of the mile, 1:57 and 3. So, waiting on Andre to bring her back to the winner's circle. Trophy presented in memory of Joe Andre by the Richard Noggins Pub. So, 13 races today. Had 10 last night. So, looking back at the drivers, Hank had 7 total for the most for the day, or for the 2-day count. Today, Hank had 3, Jimmy Smith 1, David Young 2, Alex 2, Sam Widger had 1, Clemens had 2. So let's take it up to Jeremy for the winner's circle.
Included out of the Ponderosa mare Rose Run Skylar. Waterker Racing owns Andre Nard, trains and drives, giving Sweet Illusion win number 8 on the year. Trophy presented in memory of Joe Andre by Richard Noggins Pub. Results are official for the 13th. Number 1, Ithaca Hanover 2. Number 2, Dragon Medicine 3. Number 3, Captain Domio 4. And the 4, Sweet Illusion, your winner. Recheck top down 2-3, 4-1, 29 and 3 to the quarter, 58 and 4 to the half, 129. Time of the mile, 1:57, 3/5. That wraps it up for the 2026 Harness Racing Edition here at the Pike County Fair.
All right, 13th and final race, wrapping up the 2026 Pike County Fair. 2 good days of racing, 2 beautiful weather days. Really couldn't have asked for anything better than that. So, as Jeremy Moore on the announcer, this is Jason Moore on the mic. Tom Beck, my cameraman, and I call him the supervisor for the past 2 days. So, for the OHHA, this is Jason Moore signing off. Have a safe trip home.